Dímelo, mi gente, que lo que? Y'all already know this is Punsh, Drunk, Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself, aka El Adobo, aka El Sazón, aka El Borracho, aka Café Bustelo, aka El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, there's fights this upcoming week. Fights. Can social. Can social. Give him rematch to Oshaki Foster. A lot of people feel like Oshaki Foster beat Can social, but that's good. That top ranked ESPN, both fighters agreed to fight one another. It's a fight that needed to happen in the super featherweight division. Not super featherweight division, yeah. Super featherweight division, 130-pound division. Yes. Shout out to everybody in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Y'all already know also November 15th, we got the fight that I've been waiting for a long time, one of the most anticipating rematch in sports history. Amanda Serrano, the 7th Division World Champion, undisputed, trying to capture her 2 division undisputed to be the most decorated champion in the history of the sport of boxing, where she takes on Katie Taylor, a 2 division undisputed world champion, trailblazer in women boxing. It's a matchup that I can't wait to see again. Like I told y'all a thousand times when I went to Madison Square Garden, man, I never heard and seen a pop, a sustained pop for like what 20 something minutes, man. It was incredible. It was incredible atmosphere in Madison Square Garden, New York City. The Puerto Rican and the Irish crowd was amazing, amazing. I'm looking at how Mike Tyson is looking. My favorite fighter all time is looking right, is looking correct, is looking strong, is looking like he's one of the Avengers. Let me see if Jake Paul, his youth, is going to beat the freak of nature of Mike Tyson. I know people have this little, you know what I'm saying? Damn, he shouldn't be in the ring. He's too old. But we can't say that Mike Tyson is old. We're gonna call him a freak of nature. He's a freak of nature. You can't put an age on it. Also gonna be talking about you know, of course, the rematch between Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury. It's not going to be for the undisputed strap. You already know that Daniel Dubois beat Anthony Joshua for the vacant IBF strap. So, but is an anticipating rematch in December. Also going to be talking about Gervonta Tank Davis versus Lamar Roach. Reports that the fight is in jeopardy, is postponed. Reports is about venue, or there's other rumors that Gervonta Tank Davis is not happy with his guaranteed pay. People are saying he's the face of boxing. He should be getting Canelo Alvarez money. But Canelo Alvarez is getting 25 to $35 million a pop, guaranteed. And Gervonta Tank Davis reporting he's getting $3 million of a pop. So there's a gap. There's a gap. But we're going to be talking about a potential matchup for Gervonta Tank Davis. If he is one of the cash cows, one of the premier attractions in the sport of boxing, especially in this side of the pond, then he got responsibilities, right? And his responsibility is daring to be great. And I think, look, this is going to be a positive. This is going to be a positive live because, of course, there's always going to be a debate. There's always going to be that you're not this thing. You're not a fan of this particular fighter. You're a fan of this particular fighter. There's a lot of people that hold on to 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 not hold on, but we be arguing to keep fights away from us. Like, how many times are people gonna be like, yo, but Toronto Chan Davis is the East Side, and guys like Tia don't sell, and guys like Devin Haney don't sell. I don't give a damn about that. You shouldn't give a damn about that. I don't be counting seats. I don't count no seats in every other sport. I wasn't counting the seats in the World Series with Dodgers and the Yankees. I don't count the seats in Madison Square Garden with the New York Knicks. I don't count the seats in a MetLife Stadium. We don't count seats. Why are we so desperate trying to kill fights as boxing fans just so we could have some bragging rights? Like it's crazy. In the end of the day, we fight fans. We want to see a fight, whether you're a fan of this particular fighter or not. But as a fan of boxing, hardcore boxing fans, we know that there's certain matchups that just make sense for your respective favorite fighter's legacy and for the sport of boxing. Because at the end of the day, I dropped a video early on the day. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. American boxing is on life support. Let's keep it real. ESPN, the top ranked contract is going to be done. There is no, there. I'm telling you right now, y'all hear it from Punch Raw Boxing. I said this November 2023 from my source. ESPN is not trying to renew the contract with Top Rank, which means, which means that there won't be no boxing entity on network television in America. And some of the people, y'all not realizing what's happening. The zone is not from America, y'all. So hopefully Top Rank gets the zone and everybody's under the same umbrella. I don't know too much about Amazon because we see the business model that Amazon got with PBC, and it seems like that's not a ideal situation. But we're losing boxing in America, folks. Amateur boxing is not the same. We don't even know what type of heavyweight we got down the pipeline. Think about it. You know, Jerry Anderson lost. Who's our next heavyweight? We probably not going to have a heavyweight champion in the next 15 years. Shout out to Coda. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. What's good to the members, the members, the members, the members, the members, the members. Mora, Mora, Mora. What Punch? What Let's Go Dodgers? Looking bad out here in these streets. Tanko TV in the building. Karate Kid in the building. Demon Milano. He said they aren't even banana bunch. And we're going to be talking about the debate earlier, the epic debate. Me, Bill Haney, manager of the year 2023, father, trainer, manager of Devin the Dream Haney, the two-division world champion, undisputed in the lightweight division. And you already know, man, we got history. We go way back before the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Debating, dialogue, fighting, arguing. What are the things I give credit? Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. So yeah. He said, get iPhone, lean, try this again. Hot like Punch has sneaky power left that can't tag, man. Chris Empathy in the building was good. So, shout out to TBV, the boxing voice. Let me in the panel, you know what I'm saying? Let me have this debate, this dialogue with Bill Haney. And there's some people that be, hey, yo, Punch, you was cooking, Bill. There's some people that be like, hey, yo, Bill, was cooking Punch. Yeah, at the end of the day, I just felt like Bill Haney just didn't answer the type of question to make boxing people understand the real truth and the business side. And look, Bill Haney, got to give him a lot of credit. He has been transparent, one of the most transparent personalities in the sport of boxing in this community. So we got to give him a lot of props that he has, has an open dialogue. He got thick skin. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Um, but most of the things that I was asking, and most of the things that was debated, wasn't answered. And I understand. Hold on, just give me 1 second, folks. Give me 1 second. Give me a minute. I said, Maton said, TBV listeners are 95% black folks that hate Canelo and love every black fighter. I really don't know his analytics, to be honest, but in the end of the day, everyone. So, all right, really the base of it, and then when I got in the panel and he called me out and said, yo, Punch on boxing, come on, all right. He was saying that they sent a offer. They sent an offer. He said, Turkey Alashiki, and Top Rank made an offer to Teofimo Lopez, and Teofimo Lopez declined. Now let's be real, let's be honest, folks. And y'all, hey, yo, I want you, y'all don't have to agree with me because this is my channel. But let's break it down on Bosky logically and objectively. At the end of the day, we're all boxing fans, and the only thing that we have is bragging rights, is witnessing fights, is building fights, is marinating fights, and things of that nature, right? I don't give a damn if I'm wrong. I really don't even give a damn if I'm right. Because at the end of the day, I just want to see some great fights. Do I want to see Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez? Of course. Of course. Do I want to see Teofimo Lopez versus Tank? Of course. Do I want to see Tank versus Haney? Of course. Do I want to see Teo versus Ryan? Of course. Do I want to see Shakur versus Ryan? Shakur versus Teo? You know what I'm saying? I want to see all these fights. That's all we got. I'm a boxer fan. I'm a fight fan. I want to see some fights. But if I know certain information and I'm educated about it and I have some insight about it, it's hard for somebody probably in the sport of boxing to cap. I could call out the cap in certain, especially if I know some certain information and I bring to the table. Now let's make this clear. He said, "You a liar." Let's make this clear. Bill Haney said that they got an offer from Turkey Alashiki and Top Rank, which I don't believe. And I know that there was no offer, no proposal, no term sheet, no contract given by Turkey Alashiki to Teofimo Lopez. Let's be real, let's be honest. Turkey Alashiki hasn't even acknowledged Teofimo Lopez. He hasn't even called his name. And I'll tell you like this, if Turkey Alashiki wants a high profile fight, he'll say it. He says just like he said, I want Butter versus Canelo. Just like he said, oh, I want Virgil Ortiz versus Bud. Right? Turkey Alashiki is very outspoken. Also, let's not forget that when Bill Haney was in It Is What It Is, the podcast, while Teofimo Lopez is in camp with Canelo Alvarez, the 4th Division World Champion, Super Middleweight Undisputed, King Nelo, aka Cartelo, aka Cash Nelo, aka Payday, aka get the fuck out of here, man. When he was in camp, Bill Haney was in an interview with Mason Cameron. He said that we're not looking for no fights until the situation with Ryan Garcia is handled with. Devin Haney then took it to Andre Ward interview and said, oh, well, they offered Teofimo Lopez and I was going to have a tune-up and blah, 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 blah. Man, stop the cap on that one. It was not even geared to fight. If you was looking to fight Teofimo Lopez anytime soon, why would you drop the WBC world title? So you plan to fight Teofimo Lopez, but let me just drop my WBC world title. Forget about the unification bout. Really? Really? If you was planning to fight, the reason why they dropped the WBC world title, the reason why they put him in champion in recess is because Devin Haney was not planning to get inside the ring anytime soon of the year 2024. Then there's no reason to drop the belt. Think about it. Oh, yo, I want. Think about it. Brian Oman Jr. want to fight Boots Ennis. I'm gonna drop my belt. Come on, Boots, let's fight. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? No. No. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like. But I'm gonna say like this: what Bill Haney does. Bill Haney does a good job in trying to keep his son's name relevant. So anything that happens in the sport of boxing around the 140, 147-pound division, even the guys like Tank and Shakur, he just throws his name in the mix. We're talking about Jack Catterall, right? All right, Bill Haney. Let's talk about Jack Catterall. What about Liam Powell when he beat on Subriel Matias? All right, let's throw our name in the mix. How about Teofimo Lopez is calling out Bud Crawford? Damn, it's getting attraction. Nah. Bill's saying the whole world, man. Forget about Tio and Bud, yo. What about my son versus Teofimo Lopez? So he throws his name on the mix in every story. Let me say it like this: Bill Haney knows how to market and advertise his son's name. But let me tell you something about the sport of boxing. What's good, Max? Boxing where it's not that complex. Yeah, at the end of the day, a lot of people don't understand the business of boxing. I always said, even in the building, any info when Tio fighting again Punch, I know he's having legal issues. I don't know when he's gonna be back in the ring, but whatever situation he got with with Top Rank is not keeping himself out of the ring. Top Rank is not holding Teofimo Lopez back and not fighting. If Teofimo Lopez don't want to fight for a particular reason, or maybe his pay, or maybe the particular opponent for him to go to camp, nah. Remember, Teofimo Lopez is all about taking over. Teofimo Lopez wanted there to be great. We always say that Teofimo Lopez performed to the level of his competition. We want Teofimo Lopez to fight the likes of what a great fighter of this generation wants to pursue. And he had the two-time lineal championship belt to pursue that. And the fans supposed to support it. If he wants Bud Crawford, let him dare to be great. If he wants Javante Tank Davis, let him fight Tank. If he wants Ryan Garcia next year, let him fight Ryan. If he wants Devin Haney, let him fight Devin Haney. If he wants to unify the titles in the 140-pound division, let him unify the titles. We need to stop killing fights. We need to stop holding fighters back because you want to have this narrative on YouTube, on Twitter, that, yo, but Tio is not selling out arenas. Yeah, at the end of the day, all these dumb narratives, oh, Tio is cloud chasing Bud. Look at Tio from Lopez's resume speak for itself. Tio from Lopez's resume speak for itself. How many fighters today got two lineal titles? How many fighters today got two lineal titles? Not one, two. How many fighters today in the sport of boxing got two lineal titles? And let's get this straight. He got that at the age of 25 years old. The proof is in the pudding. The accomplishments and the resume speak for itself, right? If you go for a job, right? What's the first thing you need to do, right? When you go into a job interview, right? Cover letter, resume, your credentials, why you deserve this job, why you deserve this pay. When it comes to the sport of boxing, Teofimo Lopez got that beautiful resume. Better resume than Javante Tank Davis. But we're gonna be talking about that fight soon around this live. And that's what he said. Man, stop it. Tio don't want to fight no black. Shut up. Shut the hell up. But he's calling out Bud Crawford. He's fighting the black fighter, Mr. Boxing Fanatics. That's what I'm talking about. You guys are really like delusional. Oh, he's calling out Bud Crawford. He don't want to fight black fighters. He's calling the black fighter, the blackest fighter in boxing, by the way. Shout out to Tevin Bud Crawford, but he's calling out the blackest fighter in boxing, bro. He closed his eyes, he closed his mouth. Hey, yo, we can't see him. Oh, no, he capping. Like his resume says that he's a capper. Teofimo Lopez is the last fighter of this generation for you to think that he's capping. See, this is what it is, and y'all don't want to keep it real. That the thing is, when it comes to other fighters, you don't got the bragging rights. Y'all don't got too many bragging rights if you're a fan, if you're a fanboy of Javante Tan Davis. All you could say is you put butts in the seats. I don't give a damn. Jake Paul puts butts in the seats. If Beyonce and Rihanna feel like having a cat fight in boxing, they'll put butts in the seats. Let's break things down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. There's a lot of channels out there that you could just cap on and cap on the channel. Let's break it down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. But let me keep on talking about this debate that I had with Bill. Then Bill says, later on in the debate, Bill saying, Come on, we want clean boxing. We want fighters to join the 24/7, 365, enroll in the 24/7, 365 VADA. I simply said, Bill, Devin Haney is not even enrolled to the 24/7, 365 VADA. He said, yes, he is. Bill, no, you're not. Because Victor Conte himself said that no fighter is enrolled in the 24/7, 365 VADA testing. And I said, if you want to become a trailblazer, if you want to be the spearhead in cleaning up the sport, you got to do some cleaning up around your circle. So I said, the first thing that you need to do is distance yourself from the dirtiest player in the game in boxing history, Victor Conte, that also has ties with VADA. Thus, VADA is tampered. So we was pushing today, yes, forget about VADA. You want us to forget about it? Yes, forget about VADA, forget about Victor Conte. We don't need him in the sport of boxing. We don't need Memo in the sport of boxing. You're talking about that this is a dangerous sport. You're suing Ryan Garcia for damages. You're suing Ryan Garcia for damages, reputational damages, and stuff like that. Why are you so hamped on having Victor Conte? Is it that? Or is it maybe Victor Conte is slipping undetected stuff? Because that's so easy to do. And then he capped on this one. He capped on this one. He said, Bill Haney said, that he's not working with Victor Conte leading up to the Ryan Garcia fight. That was another cap, ladies and gentlemen, that I caught him in. It's another cap that I caught him in. You know why? Because Victor Conte was still working with Haney's. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say it like this. When you enroll to VADA, there's only a couple of people that get the information of the test results. And we've seen it. We've seen the form of the test results and we see the emails. They're not saying no Victor Conte, but guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Why was Victor Conte posting publicly on his Twitter when Devin Haney was getting tested, the test results? Another thing where I caught him in, and we all know that Victor Conte does sponsor Devin Haney. Victor Conte also fills out his form because he said it in a recent interview. Victor Conte also, while he sponsors Devin Haney, also sponsors Camp Fee. So I understand why Bill Haney and Devin Haney use Victor Conte as a hustle as well. Bill Haney is smart. He's not dumb. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a very expensive camp fee. Camp fee is a very expensive thing. Thriller in the building was good, man. Thriller was good. So, so peep this. Bill Haney today on the Boxing Voice said that VADA, he said, how do you know that Ryan Garcia, how do you know that Ryan Garcia tested for 1 billionth of a gram? I said, reports. He said, what reports? Because don't you think that those are live reports? Because at the end of the day, he said that VADA does not report, does not give the information of the amount of aspirin, of PEDs you have in your system. If you have it and it comes out, it just comes out. It doesn't give the dosage. It doesn't give the amount. That's what Bill Haney said today. And I said, no, Bill Haney. I even showed them proof. He said that basically nobody should have the dosage or the amounts of aspirin in Ryan Garcia. He said that was a narrative. He said that the 1 billionth of a gram is a narrative because VADA does not give out the amount of aspirin that you had in your system. So basically, somebody came out with that number. So then I debunked them once again with this. Hold on. If VADA, if VADA does not provide dosage or amounts. It just says, oh, he just got aspirin. Doesn't matter. It does. Bill Haney said, it doesn't matter how much the amount is. VADA doesn't give that information. But then remember, he also said that he does not work with Victor Conte. The only way that Victor Conte gets information from VADA, because now Victor Conte said, no, I'm not with VADA and stuff like that, is if Devin Haney or Bill Haney gives him those information. Because those information is actually classified. So peep this, y'all. This was Victor Conte. This was Victor Conte. This was Victor Conte tweets of the amount. Remember this, folks? Hold on, let me take this thing out. May 10th, Ryan, well, let's read the bottom one. May 9th, fake news is being spewed about New York State Athletic Commission charts of allowable limits for PEDs. Aspirin has zero point 0.1 milligrams allowable limits, and Ryan Garcia has 6 milligram reported for April 19th, which is 60 times over the limit. Now, this was the debunk. How does Victor Conte knows the amount if Bill Haney today on the Boxing Voice told me that VADA does not give out the amounts? How does Victor Conte know this? Now, if you're a fan, it's whether you want to believe, right? Do you want to believe the reports of 1 billionth of a gram of aspirin, or you want to believe Victor Conte 60 times more than the allowable dosage? On May 10th, tested for aspirin. On April 19th, he was dehydrated from weight cut. 60 times the allowable limit was found. Dosage, frequency, and length of exposure all affects clearance time, usually a few days to several weeks. He was not tested for 10 months before that. How does Victor Conte, if he doesn't work with VADA, knows all these classified information? How does Victor Conte is the only one that knows the dosage of Ryan Garcia if he does not work directly or have conversation with VADA directly about somebody else's results? How does Victor Conte knows about somebody else's results if Bill Haney said that they never receive any dosage, that they don't report VADA that VADA doesn't report any dosage? Dad, how does Conte know all the specific info? Exactly. What I've been telling y'all, folks, VADA is already Victor is already tampered with, with Victor Conte, aka the Pablo Escobar of PEDs. I don't give a damn if he went to jail, did his time, came right back. He's a nice guy. He's good with his friends. He's good with his family. I don't care about that. You pay your service to society doesn't mean that you come and do the same thing you was doing before or allowed to enter the circle of athletics. No. You know why? Because you've been doing this for 30, 40 years. And you know why you're not trusted? And it's always suspicious because you publicly, see, and this what it is, Victor Conte's mouth. See, he don't stay in the cut like Memo. We don't talk about Memo, but Memo is still in the sport of boxing. Mammo's in the store, but Mammo stays shut because he knows what he's done in his past. If he becomes loud, then guess what? They're suspicious of the fighters that he worked with. Let's not forget the meets Andre versus David Benavidez last year, November 2023. Andre is with Victor Conte. David Benavidez is with Mammo. So me, to be honest, I'm looking at it like, okay, it's Mammo versus Victor Conte as well. Good looking out, Christian. Appreciate you, my brother. So today I was telling Devin Haney, distance yourself from Victor Conte because if you want to be a pioneer, if you want to be the spearhead in cleaning the sport of boxing, why do you have Victor Conte as your right-hand man? Is Victor Conte has nothing to do with VADA. How does VADA know? How does Victor knows classified information? How? You say you don't work with Victor, but yes, you do because he sponsors you. Well, there's haters out there in the boxing voice. Yo, Punch is getting cooked. And let's not, hey, yo, shout out to Ness, but you know, Ness is always trying to help Bill Haney and stuff like that. When I got Bill Haney his back against the wall. And you know, there's other people in this boxing community that don't like Punch on boxing. That's texting Bill Haney, but and giving him some information because we all know that I'm the best. I'm the best chef in this community. One of the best chefs. Shout out to other boxing content creators that do a hell of a job. So you never got the offer. I mean, you never sent Teofimo Lopez a business late the business side, the business offer. Look, I said, as soon as I got into the panel, I said it's all talk. And Bill Haney know what I'm talking about. But probably some of y'all don't understand the business of boxing and how to offer a fighter a fight. Ladies and gentlemen, it's called something called a proposal. A written proposal is written. A manager could give it to another manager, a written proposal. I like the idea. Let's further. Okay, I agree with this proposal. We want this. Then a term sheet is drawn out. They redline the term sheet, right? That's the negotiation process. I like this. I like these numbers. Let's fix these numbers. Is it flat fee? Is it? And he said that Turkey gave him a flat fee. But anyway, they're at the term sheet, you know, they negotiate, they redline stuff like what we're gonna fight, how much we're gonna fight, is it gonna be pay-per-view, what are the percentages, blah, blah, blah. Then after that, you agree on the term sheet and then you sign a contract. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not high school. Yo, I meet you in the yard, meet me there at 3 o'clock, let's fight. See, what I believe that Bill Haney gave Turkey Alashiki an opinion of what's their plan. You out there talking to Turkey Alashiki. Turkey Alashiki, how are you doing, Bill Haney? How are you doing, Devin Haney? And I heard you're a free agent. We want you. We would love to see you in Saudi Arabia fighting and things of that nature. What are you planning to do? I know the thing with Ryan Garcia happened, but what are you planning to do? Bill Haney said, and Devin Haney said they were supposed to have a tune-up. Where is the tune-up? As a matter of fact, you had a great opportunity for a tune-up. Sando Martin. And I don't want to hear, and I told Bill Haney, I don't want to hear the excuse of the Sando Martin and the purse bid that y'all did it because it was easy to negotiate. Sando Martin, that's with Top Rank. Devin Haney that could have signed with Top Rank or do business with Top Rank. He's doing, and Turkey Alashiki is doing business with, Turkey Alashiki is doing business with Top Rank. So y'all could have even avoid the purse bid and come up with a negotiation that's going to be fair for Sando Martin and Devin Haney. But Devin Haney was not prepared to fight. If they would have fought, if they was prepared to fight, they would have fought right now. Why not? They wasn't prepared to fight. They're not prepared to fight. Shit, Devin Haney is still has a suspension by the New York State Athletic Commission. It's not that I don't want to see a fight with Teofimo Lopez versus Devin Haney. Of course I want to see a fight. I'm a boxing fan. Even though I believe that Teofimo Lopez will whoop Devin Haney worse than Ryan Garcia whooped him, I still want to see the fight because, of course, Devin Haney is still a highly accomplished fighter for the age of 25. Got to give credit to what Devin Haney has done as well. And got to give credit what Bill has done, putting his son in position. He was manager 2023. And I told him today, what I told him today, he also said, don't you feel like we deserve the damages that Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions got from the New York State Athletic Commission? I said, no. Why? He says, why not? Because you ain't flipped the bill. DHP, let me take this thing out of the way. DHP did not flip the bill. It was Golden Boy Promotions. So the money is getting, you get it back. Golden Boy Promotion is getting the money back that they was about to give Ryan Garcia. So the New York State Athletic Commission forfeit that money back to Golden Boy Promotion, which was going to be out for Ryan Garcia. Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions didn't win anything. They got their money back. That's it. But Bill Haney Bill Haney wants is that money. But you ain't flipped the bill. If you was a If you was a real promotional company in in that event, maybe you would get some of that money back. But you was not paying Ryan Garcia. Golden Boy Promotion was paying Ryan Garcia. Golden Boy Promotion was paying Devin Haney. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's say this. I gave him another example. When Devin Haney fought Regis Prograis, guess what? Devin Haney was a promoter, a co-promoter, alongside with Eddie Hearn for that fight. If similar situation would have happened in that fight, guess what? Who gets that? Who gets money back? If Regis Prograis was Ryan Garcia and that same shit would have happened, then Devin Haney would get a percentage back because Devin Haney is a promoter to that fight, depending on how he flipped the bill with Eddie Hearn. But in the end of the day, Devin Haney and Eddie Hearn was promoters of Regis Prograis versus Devin Haney. But in the fight with Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney was not a promoter. So you don't get nothing back. You didn't get nothing back from Ryan Garcia because you didn't went out there to pay Ryan Garcia like Golden Boy Promotions. So that was another debunk. So I debunk him with no, you can't get the damages. There was no damages. They're not giving you. They're not. Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotion didn't take Ryan Garcia to court to win damages back. No, they were just giving him his purse, his guarantee that Golden Boy was going to give Ryan Garcia. They got it back. That's it. Because it was a no contest, folks. Remember, and he got fined. Remember. That's the reason why he's suing. He's suing to get that money in which he's not going to get back because he didn't flip the bill. So I debunked Bill Haney on that sense. No, you're not going to get nothing from the New York State Athletic Commission. You don't deserve the damages. The only damage was that you took in the ring, Devin Haney. I debunked him about VADA. Hold on, let me give you let me give you the facts. Let me give you the facts. Again, he said that he wants why Teofimo Lopez and Ryan Garcia should sign up for 24/7, 365. Get tested like we get tested. And I said, you don't get tested like that. He said, yes, we do. Check out the facts. And shout out to the Boxing Voice. Credit the Boxing Voice for the video. And credit Manager Marty for the interview that he had with Victor Conte, which I'm about to play. So subscribe to those channels, you know what I'm saying, for great content. Hold on. Let me put it right here. This how I debunked the Bill Haney.
So Teofimo Lopez should enroll in 365 days random testing right now.
Nobody's enrolled. Not even your son is enrolled in 24 hours.
The promoters should be paying for it.
Not even your son is enrolled in that.
Promoters,
Devin
Eddie Hearn need to be paying for all the clean testing.
Devin is enrolled in 365
Victor Conte, see, this is what I'm talking about, Bill. But then Victor Conte said that there is no fighter in the Manager Marty interview. He said there is nobody enrolled in 24/7, 365. No fighters in boxing.
Through me paying for the testing, right? And a lot of times the promoter pays or the boxer pays themselves, but then they know that they're on a level playing field, whether it be 8 weeks or 12 weeks out. But trying to get these guys to come out and say, here I am, I'm Nonito Donaire that back in 2012, and no matter what anybody else in boxing does, I'm going to prove that I'm willing to be tested 24/7, 365. I have not had other boxers since Nonito and then thereafter Edwin Rodriguez that have been willing to do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, this was a recent interview. Your old boy out you out. You never, guys, you're not signed to 24/7, 365 all year round. No. Victor Conte even said in that interview with Manager Marty said that he's been trying to get his fighters to do it, and he couldn't get his fighters to do it, including Devin Haney. Paraphrasing to ask him, why do you think that? Well, the reason is that you gotta have all of them to basically to be enrolled into the VADA 24/7, 365. What is it if you're just gonna be one fighter enrolled in it? And that's why he credited Nonito Donaire, the 4th-division world champion, by being one of the very, very few fighters in recent time to be enrolled in 24/7, 365. The master of receipts Y'all already know Punch Run Boxing. I debunked them again. But of course, if you're gonna be in a platform, there's gonna be people that hate. You know, there's people. Look, there's people that give me that show me love, show me support, and there's other people that hate me. And sometimes when you hate somebody, these people they be like, "Hey, yo, Punch, you got cooked." No, I'm cooking them in every aspect. In every aspect, I'm cooking it. You never send in a proposal or term sheet or a contract to Teofimo Lopez, so it was nothing to decline. Turkey Alashiki never mentioned no Teofimo Lopez, never did publicly. And we all know that Turkey Alashiki is very outspoken. You said enrolled in 24/7, 365, you trying to shame other fighters when you don't do it yourself, but yet you want to be the pioneer. Let's also not forget that the trainer that you have right now, shout out to Mickey Bay, he got tested positive for PEDs. Let's not also forget that Alicia Baumgartner, you and Alicia Baumgartner, in which you was advising, she popped dirty. Victor Conte is the dirtiest player in the game. So the people around you is a bunch of dirty mother effers. But you talking about cleaning the sport of boxing and being a pioneer and being a trailblazer and being a spearhead in clean boxing where your circle is a bunch of dirty mother effers. Does that make sense? Then he was trying to give an analogy about, well, don't you want a person that that I give him this analogy because shout out to Ness. Ness try to always help Bill Haney out when I got his back against the wall, and that's when I got loud. Yo, Ness, chill, Ness, chill. Stop trying to be his bodyguard. Every time you saw Bill, he couldn't say nothing, couldn't come up with nothing. Here comes Ness for the rescue. No, Ness, leave it alone. No, 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 no. Leave him alone. He's a grown man. At the end of the day, this is his business. This is his business. And you know what? I also could humble myself and listen to Bill Haney's business. And I told him throughout the debate, I said, we're never going to know 100% what goes in the negotiation room. There's a lot of negotiation situations in which they can't even tell you what's going on in negotiations. You're not supposed to talk. So I'm not going to sit here and act like I know Bill Haney's business more than him. That's ignorant of me. So I'm only going to tell you what I know, what people have told me, and I could say publicly. And the reason why I said that there was no he said there was an offer, there was no proposal, there was no term sheet, and there was no contract. The reason why there's some people in the boxing in the chat, whatever, that can't understand that, but Bill Haney understand exactly what I'm talking about. You know why? Because, and I also mentioned it to Bill Haney for the viewers out there. Bill Haney was the first one to give us that transparency of term sheet contracts in this community because he did it with Gary Russell Jr. See, Bill Haney set a tone in this community that if somebody calls him cap about something, he'll bring you the facts. So when people didn't believe that, you know what, he was trying to give $1.5 million to Gary Russell Jr. and trying to make a fight with Gary Russell Jr., guess what Bill Haney did publicly? He showed the term sheet, $1.5 million. He showed the term sheet, and then Gary Russell and Bill Haney, you know what they was talking about? The terms. The terms. See, that's business boxing talk. That's official. If I send you a proposal or a term sheet and I decline it, that's the official duck in the sport of boxing. It's not me saying, yo, I want to fight you. Yeah, I want to fight you too. Come on, let's fight. All right, let's fight. That's just talk. Yo, I'm Turkey. I would like to fight a tune-up and probably get Teofimo Lopez down the line. Yeah, and Turkey out of she can say, I don't like that fight. That's a good fight. I would talk to my peoples. I would talk to about Adam and see what we can do. Still, it's just talk. Teofimo Lopez or David McWaters, he's still the manager. Whoever's handling Teofimo Lopez business, get a proposal through email or whatever. Hey, Tio, we got this proposal. What do you think about this? You got an offer. It has a number. It has a potential date. It has a potential venue. That was not given to Teofimo Lopez. And Bill Haney couldn't provide the proof that that was given to Teofimo Lopez. And Bill Haney will be the first one to show us the proof if there was any proof, because he's done it in the past. Right? Okay. So he got debunked there. Couldn't show us the proof. I showed you that his son is not enrolled in 24/7, 365. Another debunk. Got him right there. What else we was talking about? We want to get back in the ring. Oh, I even talked about, I said, yo, Bill, was it you, your son? He said, we as DHP is suing, you know, Golden Boy Promotions, Ryan Garcia. And I'm saying, but Bill, you acting like a promoter. You're saying DHP promotion. You know you cannot be a promoter and a manager in the sport of boxing. That's against the Muhammad Ali Act. Further talking about, but Bill, is this you or your son? Because I told him straight up, your son look weak. And I've been talking about that your son is weak for suing Ryan Garcia. Was this Devin Haney or was it you? He said, it's me. If I have to take the blame, then it's me. I'm the one. I said, so if it was Devin Haney, then, you know what I'm saying? If it was Devin Haney, you know, he's not saying let's sue Ryan Garcia. He don't, because he's a fighter, right? That's unusual. This thing that's happening with Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia and suing is unusual, right? He said, no, it's me. So Devin Haney is listening to us. But let me tell you like this. Devin Haney listening to y'all as well has been his downfall. Devin Haney listening to an attorney and even Bill, and I don't want to, and look, listen to me, folks. I love the collaboration of father and son. I believe that fatherhood is prominent in the sport of boxing. I always say I want to keep it consistent, but I also was talking to Bill Haney about that, yeah, you wasn't sharp. Bill, we need you to be sharp like you was in 2023 when you was manager of the year. You wasn't sharp. Your game plan wasn't sharp. Devin Haney wasn't sharp. We was talking about Osterman. No, it was Osterman. It's Osterman. Don't you think that it was skills that paid the bills? They say, yo, what? Punch on boxing. Don't you believe that Ryan Garcia cheated? I said no. I don't believe the amounts that was in the system tells me that he was cheating. Ryan Garcia was gassed up in the second round. Ryan Garcia did not look like somebody that was cheating. Ryan Garcia looked like there was something that was contaminated in the supplements. The test results, he was negative throughout the whole camp, and he only tested positive on the day and the day before that. The amount trace, no. So it don't look like he was cheating. And I gave him another example. Keyshawn Davis got suspended. No, and his fight was changed to a no contest because of marijuana. Was that cheating? Do I think that Keyshawn Davis was cheating against his opponent because he had marijuana in his system? No. So if I know how I could say that, no. And folks, don't tell me this. I know a bunch of people. Matter of fact, I know more people that smoke that don't smoke. A lot of my people that smoke and they play sports, they say, yo, I'm more focused when I work out. I'm more focused when I'm in the basketball court. Mike Tyson once said that he's focused and he likes to be high when he fights. So is that an enhancement? No, I don't believe that. I believe that Ryan Garcia tested positive for Osterman. That's the facts. But I don't believe he was cheating. For me, cheating is knowingly taking something to enhance your performance to be the better man that night on that particular event. That's my opinion. And I understand. I understand if y'all feel like, no, 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 no. I don't give a damn if it's in your system. That's cheating. I don't give a damn what it is. It could be an inch of a penis in my girl, and that means she cheated on me. You know what I'm saying? Nah. And I said, nah, don't give me that type of it. And that don't give me that dumb delusional, not delusional, but that dumb example. Does not relate to an example like Osterman. I'm gonna give you a better example. Put it this way. People give this example of what about if there is an inch of a PP in your girl's vajiji. No, it was just a little bit of penis. So that's cheating, right? How about this? How about, God forbid, your woman, damn, I don't want to say this, but God forbid, just listen to this example. How about if your woman was violated? Did she cheat on you? Because there was something in her? She didn't want it in her. She got violated. Let me ask you a question. Think about it. Because people have given this analogy where if you have a little bit of crack, he gave that analogy several months ago. If you have a little bit of crack, then you have crack in your system. You're a crackhead. Let me give you, can I say this unfortunate example? Let me give you an example because they were saying if you got anything in your system, it's cheating. Somebody I seen at the chat gave an example of having a little tip of your pee in her vajiji. That means your girl cheated. Or you're gonna be like, no, just a little bit of a tip of a pee. All right, so let me give you this example. Unfortunately, if your girl gets violated, RAPE, violated. You understand what I'm talking about? Did she cheat on you? Yes or no? Did she cheat on you? Or you gonna tell your girl, man, come on, bitch, you cheated on me. I wanna hear people in the chat. People like to give me that type of example. I'm gonna give you this type of example. Yes or no? Savage in the building says no. If your girl get violated and there was a plátano in her, violated, RAPE, did she cheat on you? Yes or no? She unwantingly wanted that in her. How about somebody slipped a drink on her? She didn't know it was in her because she was asleep. Like some dirty dudes be doing in clubs. Did she cheat on you? Yes or no? He said, dry humping don't count, Punch. So yeah, I believe that no, I don't think that Ryan Garcia says, yo, my man, hey, yo, I'm looking for Oscar, man. I gotta fight. I gotta fight shit. It's Wednesday, it's Thursday. I need Oscar. No. I need to get hyped for the fight. No. Ryan Garcia did not cheat it. He got caught with banned substances, but he ain't cheated. Keyshawn Davis got caught with banned substance. He ain't cheated. He said this dude is weird as F. Yeah, y'all could call me names, anything y'all want, but y'all can't say I'm lying. I'm telling you, I'm telling you the debunk. You don't gotta like me. I don't gotta like you. Y'all don't gotta like Punch on boxing. Some of y'all may be Haney fans. It don't matter. Hey, yo, let me tell you something about society today. It don't matter. Y'all don't. A lot of people don't give a damn about the truth. Y'all comfortable with the lie. Y'all comfortable with the lie. I don't understand why you want to be comfortable with the lie. Let me tell you the analytics in this boxing community. Everybody is over 25 years old. Every boxing content creator that's looking on right now, go to your analytics right now. Ain't no kids watching. This is grown man. Most of the people here got kids. Most of the people are dads and mothers and grandpapas. I don't know why you want to lie to yourself. Well, because I'm the only one that really got the balls to stand up to Bill Haney. Because I could talk to anybody straight like that. That even Ness goes, yo, but your boy Demetrius Andre, he's with Victor Conte. I don't want him with Victor Conte. I tell him straight up. Anybody could tell you that. I say it publicly. I say it to Demetrius Andre himself. Nah, man, I don't like the Victor Conte, man. Oh my man, I'm a grown ass man with kids, man. I don't give a damn really how anybody thinks except my kids. I'm Superman to them. That's my responsibility. That's who I give a damn who thinks of me. If I'm good, if I'm not doing well, stuff like that. I love y'all, the supporters and things of that nature, but y'all know my kids are the only one that I really, really care about how they feel about me. I'm telling you what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, if I'm debunking Bill Haney, it's for you guys won't get things twisted in the sport of boxing. For you guys won't get jerked. That's why I said, Bill, did y'all send a proposal? If y'all didn't know, that's the real call out in the sport of boxing. A proposal, a written proposal, a term sheet, a contract. Not is, I want to fight you. I think about fighting you. For how many years we seen the back and forth with the Haneys and the Lopez? Time out. And I also said, didn't Teofimo Lopez call Devin Haney? Didn't Teofimo Lopez call Devin Haney, and even Devin Haney in the same platform said that Teofimo Lopez called me and he said he sounded drunk, went to the gym drunk. Who goes to the gym drunk? Stop it. And he showed the text message. He was talking to the representative of the sphere and wished he could have a show. And guess what Teofimo Lopez did? Because he's seen the history of the sport of boxing and how big profile fights come through fruition. Mayweather called Manny Pacquiao. Earl Spence and Bud Crawford called each other. Teofimo Lopez said, you know what? Let me call Devin Haney. I got his number. Let me say it like this. These guys don't really, hey yo, these fighters really, really, really don't hate each other. They got each other's numbers. T.O. got Shakur's number. Shakur got T.O. Shakur got Devin. Devin Haney got Shakur's number and stuff like that. It's competitive, right? All the main friends, but they got each other's info. They had to be cool, right? They had to be civil in some way. And let me tell you like this: Devin Haney called Teofimo Lopez right after Teofimo Lopez beat Lomachenko. He was the first one to he was one of the first ones to congratulate Teofimo Lopez of his contemporaries. They got each other's numbers. So Teofimo Lopez is calling, yo, Devin Haney, man. Let's come up with something. Let's pitch this to the powers that be. What did Devin Haney say? Teofimo Lopez, you ain't a boss. But time out. Devin, you a promoter and you a boss. He's talking straight to a boss. But y'all could give Mayweather credit for getting Manny Pacquiao over the phone so they could finalize the deal for the fight of the century. Y'all credit Earl Spence and Bud Crawford for calling each other on the phone, but the hate that Teofimo Lopez, he calls out Devin Haney, and you gonna give Teofimo Lopez the benefit of the doubt. Nah, because it's the hate of Teofimo Lopez. Why don't y'all give the benefit of the doubt to Teofimo Lopez for calling Devin Haney to do it to make a fight? Maybe Devin Haney wasn't the one that was ready. Teofimo Lopez was in camp with Canelo Alvarez, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, yo, Teofimo Lopez is more than ready to fight anybody right now. Yes, you saw it. This ain't a story I'm pitching. This ain't a delusional story that I'm pitching. Teofimo Lopez was in camp with Canelo Alvarez. Don't you think he's more than ready to fight anybody? While he's in camp with Canelo Alvarez, where was Devin Haney? Devin Haney just started training 2 weeks ago, hitting the heavy bag. He said that was not a fight of the century. You know, it was promoted as the fight of the century. It's the fight that everybody wanted to see. Yeah, guys, guys, I understand. I understand. Y'all don't like your boy Punch. I know some of y'all don't like your boy Punch in boxing for whatever reason. Sometimes the truth hurts. I'm sorry that I exposed your favorite fighter or your favorite father or your favorite manager and trainer. Hey, yo, I got a lot of respect for Bill. I got a lot of respect for Devin Haney. Yeah, there's sometimes we joke and stuff like that in this community. You know what I'm saying? There is some entertainment. I'm comedic. I deliver it. I spit you some knowledge. In boxing, I spit you certain things that go behind the scenes. I do this for us. Some people could look at it like, yo, I'm burning a bridge. with the likes of Bill Haney. If I didn't care about the truth, I would just lie for Bill. Oh shit, Bill hooks up other YouTubers. Let me get in the mix of getting hooked up by Bill Haney. Don't you think? Think about it, folks. Why would I keep it real with you? I just be like other YouTube channels here. Let me be real with Bill and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Let me sit at the dinner table like the other boxing content creators. Let me get into the show for free. Let me get into the locker room free. Let nigga to keep it real with y'all, man. I've closed doors. To keep it real with the boxing fans, because I can't be bought. I get blackballed from shows. I get blackballed from media credentials. Because I keep it real with y'all. I don't want y'all. And I said this in the beginning of when I created the channel. I said one of the things I would not allow, and any man in the chat should not allow, when somebody insult your intelligence as a man. When somebody tries to insult my intelligence, I don't give a damn who you are. I don't give a damn how much money you got in your pocket. I don't give a damn what's your occupation. I don't give a damn if you're the most famous in the world. I don't give a damn about that. I will not. And that's why I engage with Bill like that. Some of these boxing content creators, they pushing 50 years old. They're already 50 years old. They're grandfathers out here. Vet in the building. Colombia best on the super chatty party K de lo mío. And dice, congratulations, Mr. Moonshine, with the 100K subs. Let's go. I also debunked Bill Haney like that. He said, yo, Punch Run Boxing, you falling off. Sorry, we just hit 100K, baby. Oh, we working, man. This is just the beginning. Appreciate you, my brother. De lo mío. Come on, y'all. Come on, the chat. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's talk. Let's rap. Let's rap. Come on. This is the brotherhood circle as well. Whether you respect me or not, do you like to be insulted? Insulted? Your intelligence to be insulted? Do you like that? Because at the end of the day, I don't feel like we need to be insulted like that. Oh, we send an offer. No, you did not send an offer. Yo, we want to clean boxing 24/7, 365. So why you not enrolled in 24/7, 365? Y'all don't see the hypocrisy? Y'all don't see it? Y'all want to be lied to? I know what it is. I know what it is. In this community, just like in society, every time somebody goes against the powers that be, because in the end of the day, compared to me, when I'm debating with Bill Haney is the manager of the year 2023. Oh, little Punch Wrong Boxing, the drunk man, Mr. Borracho, the Borracho. Who is he? Just like certain people in the chat or certain people that was calling in. Oh man, this Punch Wrong Boxing, these YouTubers. Why, Bill Haney, you giving these YouTubers the time and day? But let me tell you like this, because they need us as well. Because this community has sustained the conversation when it comes to the sport of boxing. And if it wasn't for YouTube and YouTubers, shout out to all the boxing content creators that's doing their thing, nobody will be talking about the sport of boxing. So even when you're trying to diss me, when you're saying all these YouTubers, you was actually also dissing Ness. These stupid callers was trying to be like, and all these yo, Bill Haney, I don't know why you give your time to these YouTubers. Mother effer, he's in YouTube on Ness's platform. What is it? Y'all give only credit to Dan Raphael, Mike Coppinger. You think that Dan Raphael, Mike Coppinger put in the work that we put in and day out? You think that Mike Coppinger or Dan Raphael put in more work than us? You know what a top-ranked representative told me? Hey, yo, you get in touch with these fighters quicker than us. A top-ranked representative told me, Punch Run Boxing, and they don't like, some of them don't like me. They say, you get in touch with our fighters quicker than us. What about Ness? When Ness, shout out to Ness. Shout out to Mill City Boxing. Who put in more work for these fighters? Their promoters or us? Who's putting who talks about, and some people may like it, some people may not like it. But I know nobody talks about Teofimo Lopez quite like Punch Run Boxing. Nobody talks about Devin Haney more than this other channels or particular channels. Nobody talk about Javante Tank Davis day in and day out. Not ESPN. Does ESPN do it? Do you hear First Take every day? Do they talk about boxing? Do Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith talk about boxing every day? If it wasn't for YouTube, I'm gonna tell you like this: boxing would be dead, especially in America. If it wasn't for YouTube, nobody would know nothing was happening in the sport of boxing. All the media folks are YouTubers. Michelle Phelps, Radio Raheem, Marcos Viegas, TBV, Blue Bloods, Showbiz, the hottest and more credible and more successful channel. Showbiz gets more views than actual fights. But we're just YouTubers. YouTube Showbiz gets more views than the actual fight. Time out. Why I'm on the panel anyway, and why I'm on the panel debating Bill Haney. What he wants out of Punch. Oh, Punch, you cool with the TOs. You pumping them. Tell me when they gonna fight us. You contact them. Oh, the hard work that we put in gave us that type of credentials and relationships in the sport of boxing. Some people be like, hey, yo, Punch, when is Demetrius Andre getting back in the ring? Why you asking Punch? Exactly. Sometimes our points is wrong. Sometimes it's right. Sometimes we're educational. Sometimes I want to be educated, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this, folks. I don't got an ego like that. I like to educate and be educated as well. I don't give a damn if you don't respect this channel, but ask a couple of fighters that been signed just based off this channel. Ask a couple of fighters that was signed based off this channel. I didn't think that having a channel was powerful. So for the people that's always saying, yo, you YouTubers, you YouTubes and stuff like that, man, you never know who's listening. Never know who's listening. Never know who could help. Know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is, I want to see Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez, just like I want to see Teo and Bud, Teo and Tank, Devin and Shakur, Devin and Tank. I want to Ryan rematch, Ryan Teo, Ryan rematch Tank. Lord, I would love to see all those fights. And I know deep down inside, you all want to see those fights as well. Good looking out, Busy. Do y'all want to see Haney versus Teo? Yes or no? Do y'all want to see Tank versus Teo? Yes or no? Because if you say no, you're not a boxing fan. Do you want to see Boots and Bud? Do you want to see Bud and Fundura? Do you want to see Canelo and Benavidez? Haney and Teo? Do you want to see Haney and Teo? Yes or no? Do you want to see Teo and Tank? Or y'all gonna be y'all fans, but Teo doesn't sell. Y'all gonna stay stuck on that? I don't give a damn. That's irrelevant, ladies and gentlemen. In this community, we need to stop playing these numbers games. You know why? because the fight gives you the maximum numbers. What did Ryan Garcia did before fighting Gervonta Tank Davis, and what Gervonta Tank Davis did before fighting Ryan Garcia? They got together because that's a fight that we was all interested, all hands on deck. And it did the most successful pay-per-view outside of the Canelo Alvarez of the world. It's the most successful pay-per-view because the matchup is what makes the numbers. You guys, you certain fans are keeping fights or trying to kill fights because you think one guy doesn't do better numbers than your favorite fighter. What's good? What's good? Trunk and Company in the building. He said, I remember when you put your boot on Olympic boxing neck. That is when I became a permanent subscriber. Good looking now. Appreciate you, my brother. Hey yo, remember in the Olympics we was what 4 o'clock in the morning doing lives, doing Keyshawn Davis versus Andy Cruz. When I was talking about Ben Whitaker, y'all think I'm just talking about Ben Whitaker now? I've been following these guys since the amateurs, right, my brother? Why we killing fights? Tio needs fans, Tank needs accomplishments, right? Let's put it together. Can you imagine tomorrow if they announce Teofimo Lopez versus Gervonta Tank Davis and the press conference is going to be on Thursday? Can you imagine? You telling me none of y'all gonna be hype or y'all gonna be pushing this? Well, I don't know how many people gonna go on the fight because Teofimo Lopez, he performed in the Hulu Theater. And Tank, he put butts in the seat. That's what y'all want to talk about? Or we're going to talk about, hey, yo, I think that, T.O. speed. I think that Gervonta Tank Davis speed. Gervonta Tank Davis doesn't waste a lot of punches. Gervonta Tank Davis is one of the most accurate power punches in the sport of boxing. But T.O., man, he beaten the best southpaws, yo. You know what I'm saying? In the respective division, he beat the best southpaw in Lomachenko. He beat the best southpaw in Josh Taylor in the 140-pound division. So you guess what? He knows his best victories is versus southpaws. Maybe he's gonna be way too comfortable with Gervonta Tank Davis. Maybe Gervonta Tank Davis got the twitch muscle to handle the speed of Teofimo Lopez because look how his defense was, and he was not getting caught with left hooks by Ryan Garcia. Who's the most athletic? Hey, yo, I don't know, man. Both of these guys are athletic, man. Both of these guys could move, could pivot, and stuff like that. Damn. That's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be hyping the fight because we really don't know. And they match very, very well. Gervonta Tank Davis versus Teofimo Lopez is the best matchup in America. I'm talking about American fighters. I would love to see Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez, but Canelo was Mexican. But when we're talking about American boxing, Gervonta Tank Davis versus Teofimo Lopez is the best matchup. It's the most dynamic matchup. It's two guys that's offensively sound. It's two guys that have shown power. It's two guys that have speed. It's two guys that have athleticism. It's two guys that we've seen him at the highest level show great IQ. Tio has the accomplishments. Gervonta Tank Davis sustained the eyeballs is the most and the most consistent attraction and performer in the sport of boxing. We should be hyping this stuff up. But you know what we do? For a little bragging rights and to debate and win debates on this community, we kill fights. And if I say that in this community, we're the only one that talk boxing, guess who's the only one that's listening to boxing? If this is the only community, listen to what I'm saying, folks. If this is the only community that talks about boxing, guess who's the only people that listens to this community? Boxing heads and boxing personnels. Yes, boxers listen to us. There's right now, there's a boxer that's listening to this live right now. There's a trainer listening to us right now. There's a promoter or a matchmaker that's listening to us right now. And they're gauging off the energy, the views. Okay, this is a good fight. Okay, this is something that we can marinate. The business of boxing is coming to this community. Blue Bloods had his partnership with BLK Prime. Showbiz has his partnership with PBC and the Zone. They come into this community because they're listening to us. But if we give him this energy and kill fights and say, you know what, that's not a lucrative fight, Javante Tank Davis and Teo, because Teo doesn't sell it, that would, it doesn't seem like they want the fight. I don't know if this is a good, let's not gamble on this one. But if us collectively say, let's get the fight, we're talking like we're not boxing fans collectively. We're sending mixed signals. And then guess what? Us fans, we like, hey yo, man, yo, this fighter is a bum, yo, he got dropped, yo, he lost. We send them a message that's saying, damn, for Americans, we can't risk our fighters because the fans are waiting to throw them in the trash. Now you wonder why these promoters is holding back on giving us the fight. Because every time there's some type of little struggle of one of the high invested fighters, we throw them in the garbage. Why does Javante Tank Davis team needs to put him up against an elite fighter if he already got his niche fan base? And we see that if Javante Tank Davis lose, damn, there's gonna be a drop in stock, meaning there's gonna be a drop in money. Fuck it. Let's keep the ball rolling and fighting a bunch of dudes that we know that Javante Tan Davis could beat to keep the money rolling. Because these American boxing fans, man, they're gonna throw you in the garbage right quick. The problem is in this community, you think that they're not listening to us. You think that we don't have power. And I've been saying it ever since I started the channel that we have power, bro. We have so much power that these boxing personnels are coming to our community. What is Pro Box TV? You think you watching the Pro Box TV on their website? No, you watching it on YouTube. Look at all these podcasts. They're coming to our world. I said this years ago. I say, yo, this community got to get it together. We got to, yes, there's going to be a lot of channels. We're going to disagree and agree. But in the end of the day, they have to be some level of respect because they're going to come to our community, bro. And I don't give a damn, bro. In this community, it's us boxing content creators, YouTube boxing content creators that have been holding boxing down, even through the pandemic. We held boxing down, bro. We get the major credit. I don't give a damn if other channels don't like this channel. I'm giving props to everybody. Everybody that got subscribers, everybody that got followers, that got a good following. Y'all doing a good job some way, somehow. Y'all keeping the ball rolling. Now, let me ask y'all this. If YouTubers say, if we all get together like if it was a union, and we're like, yo, nobody do a video for a whole month, where you gonna get your boxing, your boxing um news? Hmm? We gonna get your boxing convo. People don't even talk boxing in the barbershop no more on the block. We're gonna have your dialogue. When you gonna have that level of, you know what I'm saying, where boxers are, or when we featuring boxers in interviews, we interview boxers, bro. When was the last time ESPN, and I'm not talking about when they have a show, a boxing event. Tell me when they interview a boxer. Look, all the sports shows through 24 hours, 24 hours. They're talking about the NBA. They're talking about, man, they rather talk about LeBron James and Bronny for 8 hours out of the day. When's the last time they talk about boxing? Hmm? Shout out to all the boxing content creators, the one that's doing their thing. I'm gonna say it again. Shout out to the Boxing Voice. Shout out to Fanon. Shout out to Mill. Shout out to Coach Malachi. Shout out to LDBC. Shout out to Marcos Vegas. Those that don't do like a bunch of lives and stuff like that. Shout out to Max. Shout out to Rapstar Boxing Knowledge. Shout out to Broadway. Shout out to Two Tone. Shout out to everybody, y'all. Keep on doing your thing. Blue, Coach Anthony, got a beautiful gym. Shout out to Coach Anthony. I want to go to the gym real soon. Shout out to Coach Anthony. Everybody subscribes to Coach Anthony. If you go near the PA, New Jersey area, go out there and become a membership to one of the best coaches in the sport of boxing. Fight Hype, Fight Hub. Everybody. So that was just the dialogue that me and Bill Haney had. And what I said, it doesn't matter. BDA, shout out to BDA, IBFP. Shout out to everybody, man. Keep on doing your thing, my brothers. In the end of the day, I told this to Bill Haney today. It don't matter if you win in the lawsuit $1 million or you win $50 million. Why don't your son get the benefit of the doubt? Your son don't get the benefit of the doubt because most people believe that skills is what beat your son. It don't matter if your son wins $1 million or $50 million in a lawsuit. Your son still has to go back to the drawing board because his skills was not sharp, you was not sharp as a manager, and you gave him bad advice. It was a bad game plan going into the fight, and you know your son better than everybody else. You told your son to go out there and kill Ryan Garcia, and he thought he had this newfound power that we all know that Devin don't got. This is not to diss Devin Haney. This is not to diss Devin Haney. We all know Devin Haney got no power. And we all know that Devin Haney, if he sticks to his identity, he has a winning style. That's something that's not debatable. Devin Haney knows how to win when he fights within his identity. He knows the point system. He knows how to box. When he's working on all cylinders, he knows how to defend. He knows the mid range, the mid and out range type of style. He has one of the best jabs of this young generation. But the man, if he approaches trying to knock you out, he's gonna get knocked the F out. And maybe Victor Conte, I'm not saying he did, but like I said before, because you align yourself with Victor Conte, you always gonna be open to suspicious of cheating or suspicious of having something in your system that is undetected. Why? Because Victor Conte said it himself. Should we be? They asked him. Should we be suspicious of you? In the interview, he said absolutely because Victor Conte understands who the hell he is and what he's done in the sport of boxing. I don't want Bill Haney and Devin Haney to align themselves with that kind of reputation. I don't care if he did his time. I don't care. That's what we kept telling him today, me and T-Tone. I don't care. If a pedophile in school is a teacher and gets caught in molesting a child and goes to jail and he did his time and comes right back out, do you want that pedophile to be a first grade teacher, kindergarten teacher again? Would you want to allow that teacher in your school, that person in your school? Oh no, he did his time. He paid his dues to society. And that's what I was trying to tell Ness. I said, why would you give an example like that? Or you trying to criminalize Victor Conte. He paid his dues. Yeah, you could pay your dues, but you ain't coming back to no sports. We don't trust you. Matter of fact, you should have kept your mouth shut. Maybe you should have never told the world that you know how to beat any drug test. Maybe you should have never told the world or everybody knows that you know how to create undetected PEDs. We do not trust you. Please. So we pleaded with Bill, don't align yourself with Victor Conte. But you know what? Bill was still trying to give credit to Victor Conte. Now think about this, folks. Devin Haney has switched everybody in this camp right now. Victor Conte is still going to be there. What is it about Victor Conte that y'all want to keep him around but switch everything else? What is it? There's the suspicious. It makes me feel, maybe suspect that maybe you do have something undetected. Because why are you fighting the most of the boxing fans do not want this man in the sport of boxing. Most of the boxing fans do not want this man or the mammals of the world. Mamo, Victor Conte, I don't give a damn how nice guys they are. That's not the issue. I'm not saying that they're not outstanding men or fathers to their respective family. They're not great sons, uncles. No, I'm not saying none of that. But you did something in your past. No, you can't read. No, we're not God. You're not forgiven. You're not forgiven for destroying the best baseball player that ever lived, Barry Bonds, bro. You're not forgiven. Barry Bonds is not in the Hall of Fame because of your ass. We don't need you in our sport when you're banned. Victor is banned from every sport in America, but you give him the leeway to be in our sport, in the most dangerous sport. And then y'all act like he doesn't have cahoots with VADA when he knows everything about even your opponents. How does he know the dosage of Ryan Garcia, folks? Or you think we're dumb now? Or you don't think that we know that Victor don't know when the opposite side is about to get tested? You don't think that Victor Conte knows after the drug test that he doesn't know what you have in your system even leading up to a fight? You don't think he know that you're the dumbest dudes in the sport of boxing? VADA is compromised. I want every fighter to be tested. If it has to be strict tested, yes, be strict tested because this is a tough sport. And I said it in the beginning when I jumped on the live. I said that the major problem in the sport of boxing, in terms of drug testing, is the timing of those test results and when they come back. Fighters are paying too much money for drug testing. That's number one. And if I'm paying thousands of dollars, Zab Judah said in Mill City that in one leading up to one fight, he paid $70,000 for drug test. Think about that, folks. $70,000 for him to be drug tested to tell the world that I am drug free. $70,000. How much money is his? How much money is his belt fee? How much money is his sanctioning fee? How much money during the fight is his medical fee? How much money is they're going to be taken out of tax? What is the percentage of his manager? What is the percentage of the promoter? So if you're going to give that much to belt fees, sanctioning fees, where is that money going? I agree with Earl Spence leading up to the Bud Crawford fight. He said we're giving too much money to these belt federations for belt fee and sanctioning fees, and I don't know where that money goes to. And they couldn't explain it. None of the president explained it where these money go to. So guess what? Let that money go in investing in timely drug results. In boxing, this ain't the NBA, this ain't basketball. We don't play boxing, right? So we need those test results to come back on the same day. If you go to the hospital right now and they get it and you take a blood test, right? They'll let you know if you have alcohol in it, right or wrong. If you take an X-ray, they tell you got a broken leg, you got a broken leg. In the NBA, you could take an MRI in the back. A regular person needs to take an appointment, get a referral, something like that, get an MRI. You got to go through little loops. But when you have money like the NBA, you could take an MRI right there and they let you know the results within 24 hours. But in the morning, we know why this particular fighter, oh, he got a meniscus tear. Oh, he told his ACL. And we know somebody got cocaine in their system, right? This is a dangerous sport. So the primary doesn't matter if you tested 24/7, 365 and stuff like that. It matters about the test results. If Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney got tested April 19th, that test results need to come within hours before we step inside that ring. That's what I would be advocating for if I was in the position of Bill Haney and Devin Haney. Those test results better come the same day. Oh, he was saying, but what about, you know what I'm saying? And oh, what about, if we win, then it would be a victory. And other fighters, and Marco, shout out to Marco as well. Marco was saying, Punch, don't you think that it would be, and I'm just paraphrasing, it would be good that then other fighters would know not to cheat. Well, there's some people that have things in their body that was contaminated supplements. But anyway, what about if the worst happens? What about if a fighter turns into a vegetable? Okay, I'm gonna sue. What that does? What is money without health? I wouldn't even care to sue if I'm a vegetable. If I'm on life support, man, pull the plug. If I'm gonna be a vegetable, pull the plug. I don't care about suing no more. So, on the end of the day, let's get these test results on the same day. I don't need Bill Haney to be a broker to VADA. I don't need them to be a broker and he get a percentage of how many fighters could enroll into VADA and things of that nature, because VADA and for Victor Conte is a business. It's a business. Ladies and gentlemen, the fighters pay for testing. Is the reason why there is no fighter today that is getting tested 24/7, 365, because ain't no fighter gonna be paying that kind of money throughout the whole year, and all the fighters don't have to pay for it or enroll in it. What makes you, let's say me, Punch Drunk Boxing, I'm going to roll to 24/7, 365, and I'm going to be the only one in boxing that pays for that's going to be tested. What that does? Nothing. That's why fighters are not. Now, I will be gully, and I will do what Rachel Donaire and Nonito Donaire was about to do to Casimero. Rachel Donaire and Anita Donaire was about to pay for Casimero's testing. No, we want you to be tested. As a matter of fact, come on, sign it. As a matter of fact, we'll pay for your testing. I think it was what, $15,000 or something like that, if I'm wrong, all right. Rachel Donaire and Anita Donaire said, we'll pay for your testing. Yeah, we don't trust you, Casimero. We'll pay for your testing. If you can't afford it, we'll pay for it. Ooh. Bill Haney, Devin Haney, if you want Ryan Garcia to be enrolled in VADA, in which Ryan Garcia doesn't want to trust VADA because of Victor Conte, use USADA. But if you want him to be enrolled in VADA, y'all so into this VADA stuff. What about Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia use USADA? Bill Haney didn't want to answer that he want to go to USADA. What is this with the VADA and Victor Conte? What is it? Why you just can't distance yourself from this guy? What's good, Colon? If you want Ryan Garcia to be enrolled, you pay for it. Pay for it. I mean, you think you gonna get you gonna get the money back, right? It's gonna be a lucrative rematch. You pay for Ryan Garcia. Ain't no fighter paying for no 24/7, 365. No fighter. Victor Conte said it himself. No fighter is doing it. They're only doing the random tests when they're scheduled to fight within the 12 weeks. With under 10 weeks of camp, 7 weeks of camp, wherever you sign the contract, boom, that's where it begins. Now, folks, now let's move on away from that. Shout out to Bill Haney, shout out to Devin Haney. Hopefully he get back to the drawing board, do what he need to do, get back to that sharp Devin Haney, the finesse fighter. Stay within your identity. It's time for Bill Haney to get back sharp as a manager because he's done a wonderful job with his son. It's hard in this business to put a fighter like that in that position. He made some great money. He put him in position to make some great money. You know what I'm saying? He's accomplished a lot for a 25-year-old. I believe that Bill Haney could get his son back to the position that he was in. It seems like he's back in the position where he was in, but he's young enough. You don't have to pressure to get back versus an elite fighter. And to be honest, even though that I want to see Devin Haney versus Tio, Devin Haney the rematch with Ryan Garcia, I think with that type of beating and the age that Devin Haney is in, he don't need to rush into another fight. He's 25 years old, going to be 26-year-old next month. He don't need to get into. I think he needs his confidence back. And if you still think that Ryan Garcia, that it was Oscar that beat you, that means you're still mind effing yourself. You're still not going to that gym ready to really fix your problem. You're not. That's the reason why I respect Anthony Joshua, because Anthony Joshua, every time he takes a loss, he don't even want people to feel sorry for him. He don't want people to make excuse for him. Look at when he lost to Andy Ruiz. Look at when he lost his last fight with Alexander Usyk. I mean, when he lost to Alexander Usyk, and look how he lost to Danny Dubois. It's easy for Anthony Joshua to go back into the drawing board, fix what he needs to fix, and then have a great outing in his next outing. That's what you need Devin Haney to do. So Bill Haney, Devin Haney is not answering. You know it and I know it. You know Ryan Garcia more than any fighter you ever step in the ring with. And maybe Devin Haney was so comfortable with Ryan Garcia because I told y'all folks, look at the fight with the amateurs with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, and actually Devin Haney approached it the same way. Yet it's different when you have headgear, and it's different when you don't have 8-ounce glove. And that was the difference in the fight. Devin Haney told you that Ryan Garcia only got a left hook. And that left hook was the same thing that appeared April 20th and appeared in the ring and appeared in your chin. And he beat you up from pillar to post. This ain't the first time you lost to Ryan Garcia. This is the fourth time that you lost to Ryan Garcia. It's nothing new. You're just in a different position, in a different level. More people was looking at it. So it's a mental thing. Get your mental right. It don't matter. I told y'all folks from the beginning. I said that Ryan Garcia is going to get the benefit of the doubt. I told Bill Haney, Devin Haney's going to get the benefit. I mean, Ryan Garcia's going to get the benefit of the doubt. And what happened? New York State Athletic Commission suspended him. Y'all what? Now y'all suing. And if y'all come from money, remember, Devin Haney is a silver spoon eater. Money is not going to get his confidence up because he's been born with money. His father always had money, like he told Floyd Mayweather. Right, Devin Haney been riding in a Royce, right? So money is not going to be the solution for Devin. It's not. So that's why I told Bill Haney today, it don't matter if y'all win $1 million or $50 million. What that's going to do to the psyche, the mental of your son. Everybody got to get back to the drawing board, even in the victory as well. Get back to the drawing board, do what you got to do. Now, let's talk about this, folks. Switch it up a bit. Let's switch it up a bit. Devin Haney told Regis Prograis, who lost to Jack Catterall today. He announced retirement, not announced a retirement, but it seems like he was hanging it up. And now he did an interview with Fight Hub. Shout out to Marcos Vegas. He's not hanging it up. But Devin Haney says, I ruined Regis. But I believe that Ryan ruined Haney mentally. Because it was Devin Haney that sued Ryan Garcia for emotional distress, battery, reputational damages. So it seems like, Devin, you are ruined. Regis Progress is not ruined. His confidence is low because the way that he lost in that day, but now his confidence is up. And he feels like he could go back to the drawing board, even though that I don't believe that he's going to fix too many things. Right? But I think more is Ryan at the moment has ruined Devin Haney. Hopefully he gets his mental back. But I don't believe that Devin Haney ruined Regis Progress. What y'all feel, folks? Saludo, Elvis. Victor in the building was good. He said, Bill, I'm oblivious to business. The only thing that Bill knows how to do is running his mouth. Haney gets trained by other trainers, so why Bill is the main coach in his corner? Devin needs to boot him. Shout out, my brother. Shout out to the members, man. Shout out to the members. Become a member to Punch Run Boxing. Shout out to the people donating to the channel as well. Espera, vamos a ponerlo ahí, mimito. Vamos a ponerlo. Devin doesn't have the culture on his side. He failed. I think Javante Tan Davis is the one that got the culture. I think that Javante Tan Davis is the Allen Iverson of boxing. He don't got the chip. Even though, yeah, Javante Tan Davis got a belt, but you understand what I'm saying. I think Tank has tapped into the culture. I think Tank is the culture in boxing right now. I think Javante Tan Davis is the Allen Iverson right now. You can't deny people. People are here to you know. I've been to a Tank show. It's crazy. Facts. Got to give him that. You know what I'm saying? Got to give him that. And I said a while ago, I said that Javante Tank Davis got a better fan base than Floyd Mayweather had. Javante Tank Davis, some people going to be like, well, that's Floyd Mayweather's. Yeah, I think that Floyd Mayweather has helped them gain the type of attraction and attention. But I think now it's turned to a real Javante Tank Davis fan base because Floyd Mayweather fan base never cut out, scream, out roar, outdo, out show up versus other fan base. Like Mayweather fan base was not bigger than Manny Pacquiao's, Canelo Alvarez, Oscar De La Hoya. Even I remember the Victor Ortiz fight. Victor Ortiz looked like he had more fans than Mayweather. I think the only pro Mayweather fan was the Berto and Mayweather fight. Tank fans actually go out there to watch him perform. It don't matter who. With Mayweather, it was more. There was way more people willing to pay to see him lose. That's the difference between Javante Tank Davis fans and Mayweather fans. That Tank fans are paying to just enjoy him and join the entertainment. With Floyd, he was getting rich off people wanted to see him lose. But I did a video about this yesterday. So Michael Benson, Javante Tank Davis versus Lamar Roach reportedly could be postponed from December 14th and instead take place in early 2025 due to an issue with venue. No final decision yet. There's people out there that's rumoring, that's saying that Javante Tank Davis is unhappy with the guaranteed purse of $3 million. He feel like he been doing good pay-per-views. His gate is better than almost anybody in this side of the pond. In this side of the pond, his gate is better than a lot of people. It's probably the best gate. Is arguably with him and Canelo in terms of gate revenue. Of course, Canelo Alvarez got the pay-per-view, but in terms of gate, that's arguably you could argue with the gate of Tank and Canelo, right? Um, So he's looking at it like, how is Canelo Alvarez is getting 25 to 30 million, 25, $35 million guarantee pay? We're talking about guarantee. We ain't even talking about the extra, the back end pay or nothing like that. Javante Davis getting $3 million. So he's looking at it like, nah, man, what the hell is happening, man? I ain't gonna fight. Nah. If y'all telling me that I'm the face of boxing, how the hell is I'm still getting $3 million a pop? Yo, Devin Haney was getting $3 million minimum. How am I getting the same thing? And I'm the supposedly cash cow of this young generation. Is Tank stock dropping? I think that boxing in this side of the pond stock is dropping. It's time that we put the fights that we want to see to captivate the imagination, the emotions of the boxing fan, and sustain the sport of boxing. Gervonta Tank Davis' number is going to be lower than anything else. And why would his business handlers feel like that? A lot of people feel, look, if even you say Gervonta Tank Davis is moving up to the 140-pound division, I got Gervonta Tank Davis probably beating almost everybody in the 140-pound division except for Teofimo Lopez. I got him beating everybody in 135, but I do think that Shakur Stevenson could give him a good run for his money. I think Shakur Stevenson and 100% Vasily Lomachenko that's invested mentally and physically to the fight, I believe will give Gervonta Tank Davis a run for his money. Only Loma and only Shakur at 135. Only Teofimo, I don't see anybody really putting, I would like to say a Gary Antoine, but Gary Antoine Russell, man, he surprised me of losing to Puello. I never thought that was gonna happen. Um, International boxing is popping. That's why I would like to see a Teofimo Lopez versus Jack Catterall in the UK. I don't want to see. I mean, of course, I want to see it, but I'd rather see Jack Catterall versus Teofimo Lopez in the UK. Hold on, folks. Hold on, folks. You, hey yo, y'all listen to me? Y'all can hear me? Yo, y'all can hear me? I got a call right quick. All right. Um, Good looking out, busy. Good looking out, Cologne. Um, so Guzman in the building. What's good, man? What's good? What's good? What's good? All right, hold on. Let me put the picture. Let me put the picture. All right. I said Tank is tanking, but it's only tanking because at this point, I think the hardcore boxing fans, and look again, man, I hate when I talk. Those who know me know I'm a Tank. I'm a fan of Tank as well. Of course, again, like I said, my guy is Tio. I believe that Tio beats Tank. It'll be a great fight though. It'll be a close fight in my opinion. I said it since day one. I feel that the legacy fight of this young generation is Gervonta Tank Davis versus Teofimo Lopez. I've said that to Calvin Ford before when I did media credentials in the past, and I said this to Senior and Tio before. What I think is a legacy fight. There's a video of me saying it. I feel like that's the legacy fight of this young generation. I think at this time, Gervonta Tank Davis needs to step up. And by us saying that Gervonta Tank Davis needs to step up, that doesn't mean we're haters of Tank. Because anybody with a boxing eye would say Gervonta Tank Davis got the goods. He got the ingredients to be pound for pound top 3. He got the ingredients to beat a lot of these fighters at 135 and 140. He has the power that could transition into other divisions. He's smart. He don't waste punches. He's one of the most accurate punchers, power punchers in the sport of boxing. He has the athleticism. He has it. He has it all, bro. But what he doesn't have is the accomplishments. No unification bouts. No undisputed. No pound for pound in his resume. No elite fighters. So he's still passing the eye test. And all I'm saying is, damn, I don't want that talent to not to go to. I don't want that. I don't want his talent not to blossom. Let's see that skills versus another credible skill set fighter. And I'm looking at it like, damn, okay, I like the Shakur and Gervonta Tank Davis at 135, but I don't think that the power of Shakur is going to phase Gervonta Tank Davis. If he can make it to the 12th round, then I could see a Shakur Stevenson outpointing Gervonta Tank Davis due to Gervonta Tank Davis not throwing a lot of punches. If he can make it to the 12th round, I could see a Shakur Stevenson winning by points as well. I think that Lomachenko will risk it more with Gervonta Tank Davis, but I think that at this point of Lomachenko's career, he has gotten hit enough, and I think that he's more subjected to get hit by a crisper power puncher and an accurate puncher like a Gervonta Tank Davis. I believe that that fight will be epic, but I think at this point I will pick Gervonta Tank Davis to beat Loma. In 140-pound division, I will have Tio beating Tank, but then it's like, which Tio is going to show up, right? If the Tio that has beaten the best southpaws in at 135 and 140, the A plus Tio, in my opinion, beats them all. You give me the best Tio, you give me any of the best in 135, 140, and for me, Tio beats them all. He's proven to me that at the highest level, he is the most. Tio has proven to everybody, not even to me, he's proven to everybody that at the highest level, when these guys are pound for pound, and Lomachenko's regarded pound for pound, 1, 2, 3, you can flip it around at the time. Comey, Richard Comey, a credible champion. Josh Taylor, undisputed. When he performed at the highest level, I don't feel like nobody could beat Teofimo. Yeah, there's some people he might not have looked special versus Ortiz or Sando Martin, but when the brights are light and he's in the ring with a champion or a pound for pound caliber fighter, he showed levels above them. He showed levels above them. That's the scariest part. And now Tio is walking into his Hall of Fame, which make it a little scarier. What makes it a little scarier is that he's still a gym rat and now training with the likes of Canelo Alvarez. That means that he's enhancing his skill set, trying to enhance his legacy. When you put in the work, that's when you're like, I'll fight Bud right now. You think that comes from just talking? No, it comes from I'm putting in the work. I'm doing something in my workout. I'm doing something in gym that it makes me, hey, yo, I got a chip on my shoulder. I want to be great. I don't give a damn if I fall. But at least I prove that I can hang with the which I deem the best. I know Tio give me that energy. Tank don't give me that energy. But let's give Tank that energy. If Tank is really that good, if Tank's power could transition to power, if I hear his team always saying, well, Javonte Tank Davis be hurt in middleweights, super middleweights, then go to the 140-pound division and dare to be great, just like Teofimo Lopez did in his career, just like Naoya Inoue, just like Canelo Alvarez, just like Alessandro Usyk, just like Bam Rodriguez. I want to see Javonte Tank Davis. Come on, put in the work. That's all we're saying. Put that beautiful skill set to the test. That's all we're saying. There's no hate. Any Javonte Tan Davis fans in the building right now in the chat? Do you want to see Javonte Tan Davis versus the best? Don't you want a new bragging right? Don't you are you tired just saying to everybody, but Tank, put more butts in the seats? Because that's all you have to offer in bragging rights. Because when we're talking about accomplishments, and I say, hey yo, T.O. got this, what does Tank got? But T.O. didn't look good versus I don't give a damn how he looked good. I tell you what T.O. has compared to what Javonte Tank Davis have in accomplishment. And the end of the day, when he's retired, when it's all said and done, and Teofimo Lopez and Javonte Tank Davis is retired, ain't nobody gonna be talking about. But he earned a lot of butts in the seats. He ain't go to the Hall of Fame saying, well, I put a lot of butts in the seats in Atlanta and Washington, D.C. What do? You look at your resume. What did you do? You don't go into the Hall of Fame because you sold out Atlanta, Washington, D.C. That's not the curriculum of Hall of Fames. He said T.O. got dropped versus Sando Martin. I don't care. He won the fight. So what? Manny Pacquiao got knocked out twice early in his career and still became an 8-division world champion, 5-time lineal, 12-time world champion, the ambassador of the center of the humanitarian, the greatest karaoke singer of them all, the GOAT, Manny Pacquiao. Floyd Mayweather, hand touched the canvas. Keith from Tom Thurman got dropped, I believe, in his third fight. Marquez lost early in his career. Bernard Hopkins lost early in his career. What is this bouginess of, well, Sandro Martin, he dropped Teofimo Lopez. So you know what? I don't believe that Teofimo Lopez could compete with Javonte Ten Davis because he got dropped by Sandro Martin. We're boxing fans. We'll give a fuck if he got dropped. Tito Trinidad, Puerto Rican's pride was getting dropped all over the place. His father used to smack him up in the corner, and then Teofimo Lopez would gain this energy and left hook the crap out of his opponent and win the fight. So what, Sandro Martin dropped? So what? What's that supposed to mean? Who don't get dropped? Everybody get dropped. In my opinion, I believe Richardson Hitchens is the future undisputed champion. Ooh, I don't know about that, bro. This is a very weak era of American boxing. It's not a weak era. It's not a weak era, King. It's not a weak era in boxing. It's that the fans just don't respect the fighters like they used to. If we go back, okay, and I've done this so many times when I go live. Let's make believe that this is 1979, 1978, 1980. When Roberto Duran lost to De Jesus, still, several fights later, he stepped up, moved up and fight Sugar Ray Leonard and beat Sugar Ray Leonard. And guess what? In the second fight, he quit. Did Devin Haney say no mas? Did Teofimo Lopez say no mas? Did Javonte Tan Davis say no mas? Did Shakur Stevenson say no mas? Roberto Duran is considered top 5, top 10 in most credible pundits lists and fighters. But he quit in front of the whole world. Can you imagine If Gervonta Tank Davis, the man at 135, go up against Teofimo Lopez and say no mas, can you imagine? Can you imagine if Gervonta Tank Davis says no mas versus Teofimo Lopez? But guess what? Roberto Duran did it. All fighters is not like like it was before. We saw Oliver McCall having a mental breakdown in the ring. Having a mental breakdown, crying in the ring. Deontay Wilder ain't do that. Tyson Fury didn't do that. Usyk didn't do that. Oliver McCall did it, and that was in the past. Mike Tyson couldn't get it together. Yes, I love Mike Tyson, my favorite fighter. He lost discipline. He bit had the Holyfield in the ear. You guys are just not y'all don't want to go really back into time. Let's not forget that Hagler lost 2 fights out of 3 fights. The difference is that the next day, the next month, he had a fight and won. The next month and 2 months, he had another fight and won. And by the time the end of the year hits, you forget about those losses he took. Go look at the records of Roberto Duran and Hagler. After they've been champions, they fought guys that was 2 wins and 9, what was it? Two wins and 9 losses, things like that. Can you imagine a Teo, a Tank, a Haney fighting guys that is 2 wins and 9, two wins and 9 losses in their prime? Can you imagine the scrutiny these guys will go through? We, ladies and gentlemen, we give the past too much credit. And we only give the past too much credit is because we only think about Leonard versus Hearns, Leonard versus Duran, Duran versus, Audi. No, you think that was just boxing? You better go check their resume. You better go check when they was dropped. You better go check when they were when they was losing. You think that Hagler was undefeated his whole career, even before fighting Sugar Ray Leonard? No, he lost early in his career as well. And ain't nobody was calling Hagler a bum because when it's all said and done, there's way more good than bad. Stop nitpicking what's going on right now in the sport of boxing. Tia lost the combo. So, well, Roberto Duran lost to De Jesus. And Manny Pacquiao got knocked out. He ain't just lose, he got knocked out twice. We just have become so bougie now. Oh, he got dropped. Oh, that's it. He ain't shit. He don't got no chin. Rap Stop Boxing Out is the voice of the UK, London, bruv. We became so bougie. Why? When? Oh my God. Oh no. He's not good. I don't want him to fight this person. No. I mean, no, he doesn't sell like Gervonta Tank Davis. I don't want him. He doesn't deserve to fight Tank because our Tanky, he the one that put butts in the seats. And if you can't put butts in the seats, you don't deserve to share a ring with our Tanky. Like, what is this with y'all, bruh? Back in the days, there was no drug testing, or you think that people wasn't dirty back then? Fighters today get drug tested way more than in the past. Or there was no steroids in the past either. Huh? There was no cheaters in the past either. No. We're the same community. We're the same, and every time when I'm trying to compare, you guys will be like, "Well, so what you trying to say? That Tio is Duran? What you trying to say? That Tio is Pekka? What you trying to say? That Tank is Duran? What you trying to say?" No, I'm telling y'all, when I'm bringing these legends up, I'm not bringing you legends so you could think about the cemented legacy. I'm talking. I'm saying think about these fighters at the time of their loss. So when we're talking about Roberto Duran and Sugar Ray Leonard and stuff like that, let's think about it when it was 1978, 1979, 1980. Think about it like if we were living in that time. Like is the present time. Don't think about the cemented legacy. Think about it like it's the present time. Comparing cemented legacy to guys who's not even in their prime yet and shitting on them because they're not cemented legacy, you can't compare these guys to Tio and Haney, who are walking into their prime, and then say, yo, these fighters was way better back in the days than today. No, they wasn't. No, they wasn't. These fighters of the past could be fighters of yesterday. These fighters today could beat the fighters of yesterday as well. Vice versa. A fight is a fight. But go watch the fights. Take your time and watch all these old fights. I think that Bud Crawford will beat the crap out of what's this dude name? Aaron Pryor. Yeah, I said it. I think Bud Crawford will beat the crap out of Aaron Pryor. Aaron Pryor had no real good defense. I think Bud Crawford will beat the shit out of Aaron Pryor. Yeah, I said it. All coked up and everything. Yep. I think so. Yes. I think Mike Tyson knock out Joe Frazier. I think Mike Tyson will give Muhammad Ali the business in his prime. Kid Dynamite Mike Tyson will beat every heavyweight in the history of heavyweights. Yes, I believe it. I believe Tyson Fury was doing his thing. I believe Tyson Fury will beat Rocky Marciano. Yes, I believe Tyson Fury beats Rocky Marciano. I believe Tyson Fury beats Jack Johnson. Yes, I believe it. I believe Manny Pacquiao could be Roberto Duran, but I also could believe that Roberto Duran could be Manny Pacquiao. I believe that at 135, Shane Mosley could be Roberto Duran, vice versa. Yes, I believe it. At 135, Shane Mosley will give Roberto Duran that work, vice versa. And I believe that Roberto Duran could beat Shane Mosley at 135. I'm not a slave to the past. I think that Naoya Inoue could step up to the 126 pounds and beat Salvador Sanchez. And maybe Salvador Sanchez could beat Naoya Inoue. I believe Bam Rodriguez will give Chocolatito that work. Just my opinion. What's the other thing? Yeah, look. Get rid of him, Devin Haney. You were supporting her. She looked good. I think I look. Alicia Baumgartner, shout out to the champ. Alicia Baumgartner. I know a lot of people was they don't want to criticize that she popped dirty because she looked too good to downplay her, right? But she did pop dirty and they try to rewrite the wrong. But when she was fighting her case, but she was dirty, the Haneys was showing her love. Mickey Bay is now training Devin Haney. Let's not forget that Mickey Bay was suspended. Was suspended and fined by the Nevada State Athletic Commission on Wednesday for testing positive for elevated levels of testosterone. So everybody around the Haneys, if you want to be a trailblazer, if you want to be a pioneer, just you gotta get you just gotta get rid of can't be a hypocrite. King O'Keen, he said Haney hanging around with drug cheats. So your trainer knows a thing or two about performance enhancing drugs, and and your strength and conditioning coach or whatever, your whatever, is Victor Conte. I mean, that's what I mean about you. You just, sometimes suspicious could turn into, it's- and that's what I told Bill Haney today. No, I don't believe that your son is a cheater, but the suspicion, they could be suspicious of it, and it's whack. When they say that he rehydrates 25 pounds overnight, the only people that I think of is, what the hell did Victor Conte and Devin Haney do? That's the suspicious to me. How you rehydrating 25 pounds as a 140 pounder? How? How is that normally possible at 140? I'm talking about 140. I'm not talking about, a 165 pounder or 190 pounder rehydrated, because the more that you weigh, the more water you retain. How can you rehydrate 24 pounds, like Mauricio Sulaimon said several years ago to Bill Haney, and say, we supported you and supported you? Know why? Because he was not supposed to step inside the ring versus another fighter like that. That's the reason why the California State Athletic Commission feel like that's sanctioned cheating. 25 pounds is over 18%. How are you 25 pounds overnight? What is this guy giving you? What is his regimen? What is that? That's suspicious. I don't care. And then if you were with a guy that know how to beat the system, think about it. You know how to beat the system, but the system that you build. Call VADA right now. Hey, yo, send people to test Ryan Garcia right now. Beep, 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 beep. I believe Amanda Serrano is going to be Katie Taylor as well. Shout out to Amanda Serrano. Solo in the building. Exactly. And that's what we're trying to take the suspicions away from boxing. And he's loud too, man. He want to be seen. That's the issue. He wants to be seen. And at least Bill Haney and Devin Haney tell Victor to shut up. Because the more you talk, the more and that's what I was saying. I was telling Ness and Bill, he said that he's not working with Victor Conte. Now, anybody in the chat, do you believe Bill Haney when he said we do not work with Victor Conte? But how the hell is Victor Conte know your information, and he's the one that's putting out the information? He's putting out, go to his Twitter, and he's the one that puts out, well, Devin Haney, he tested negative for this. He tested another. How? How does he know? Because only Devin Haney gets the emails from VADA. So you're giving your classified personal information to who? How does he know? How does Victor Conte know the dosage of Ryan Garcia? How? How? Devin nor and Bill today, and that right there was like, damn, Bill, you gonna tell us, 1,000 people looking on today, that you do not work with Victor? Yes, y'all do. And this is what it is. Like, I have an issue with, and I'm not gonna look. I know for a fact, and I know for a fact, it's because Bill, my brother, you told me that as well, that you work with him. But publicly, because I had your back against the wall, publicly, you say that you don't work with him, when we all know you do work. We all know that Victor Conte sponsors Devin Haney. Bill and Devin does not pay for drug testing. Conte sponsors, and he pays for the Haneys. It was sad today for him to, and you know why? Because I was getting him against his back against the wall. So you telling me you don't work with Victor Conte? So why you pressure? Why you saying that Victor Conte needs to stay and all that stuff? I said, who fills out Devin Haney's forms? He stood shut because Victor Conte is the one that fills out Devin Haney's forms. And everybody knows, and remember, this is another thing that I caught him with. He said that Ryan Garcia got suspended for ostering. And I said, no, he did it. That Ryan Garcia got suspended for not notifying the New York State Athletic Commission of the supplements that he took. Ness tried to help out Bill Haney. He said, but the accusation, he admits to the accusations of what? Because, ladies and gentlemen, Devin Haney also said that Ryan Garcia sniffed coke. So admits to all allegations. No. And when you take a plea deal, ladies and gentlemen, you could take a plea deal and they was charging you for murder. You take a plea deal for manslaughter. Did you murder somebody? No. Sorry. Take a plea deal. Man, he didn't want to answer where Victor got info, tweet everything. Facts. This one, right? Hold on. This one, right? Man, he didn't want to answer where Victor got the info, tweet everything. He didn't want to answer that, right? I got him right there. That was like where towards the end, right? I got him right there. Yo, he said, Bill Haney says, no, VADA does not report the dosage or the amount. We don't know. So where that report come from, the 1 billionth of a gram, if VADA doesn't report the dosage? So how does Victor Conte knows exactly the dosage of Ryan Garcia and what he had in his body? I debunked right there. That was fatality right there. That was like the end. All right, all right. That was right there. Wave the flag. Wave the white flag. Ain't nothing that Ness could have done at the time to help out Bill. Ain't nothing Bill could say anything about it because I caught him in that lie. How does Victor Conte knows the dosage? But you don't work with Victor Conte. But this ain't Devin Haney posting this stuff. It's actually Victor Conte. So Victor Conte knows that Ryan Garcia has 6 milligram reported for April 19th, which is 60 times over the limit. How does he know that, folks? And remember, Alfonso, remember when he said where he get that information? And me and T-Tone said, well, his attorney put it out there. And then Ness and Bill said, so attorneys don't lie. You trying to say that attorneys don't lie for their clients? Oh, so what did I say? Well, the attorneys lied. Did your attorney lie to Devin Haney for him being confused on his contracts with Golden Boy Promotions? And I was trying to say that to say, if Devin Haney is talking about suing and not talking, and where's his money? Does his attorney and his manager are hiding money from Devin? Why would you trust an account? It seems like Devin Haney is gullible as well. Look at how Devin Haney speak about his situation and what Eddie Hearn was saying. It seems like there's misinformation because when Devin Haney, and this coming from Eddie Hearn, is explaining his contract with Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn is telling him, no, this is what you're getting. What is the attorney and Bill Haney telling Devin? Because Devin is only telling Eddie what Bill and his attorney is telling him about the contract, and Eddie Hearn is saying, no, that's not what you're gonna get. You're gonna get this. And Eddie Hearn was saying that Devin Haney was saying, nah, that's not right. How Devin Haney was confused. Let me tell you something about this. Look, and I'm not gonna charge people with stealing money from Devin Haney. But what I'm saying, if we really think about it, a lot of these fighters signed very, very young. This is something that this is something about this is something that is unfortunate when it comes to fighters. When it comes to boxers, boxers are so used to people doing a lot of things for them. Boxers are so used to people handling their business, telling at what time to train, nutritionist, all of that. They really always have somebody doing a lot of things for them. Javante Tan Davis signed when he's very, very young. Mike Tyson signed when he's very, very young. A Tio signed when he's very, very young. Even the parents are learning the business of boxing. A lot of these managers are in cahoots with the promotional company as well. The best interest for these managers are not just the fighter that they sign, but the banner, the fighters of under their banner, they're working with the promoters not only for one fighter but for all fighters. Fighters come and go. Why you think most of these fighters don't understand their contract with or fight against their contract or Javante Tank Davis was fighting with Mayweather Promotions. Tio, top rank. Mikey, Andre Ward, a bunch of people, Floyd Mayweather, a bunch of fighters, because they signed so young and they didn't know their value. And then little by little, they start knowing the business of boxing. And there's great people that come around them and start telling them and start helping them. And they're like, yo, I'm supposed to get this money. How much? Oh, this is my real worth. Oh. Devin Haney trusts his dad with everything. Devin Haney trusts his dad with everything. And Devin Haney's gonna trust everybody that his dad hires, from all the different trainers, all the strength and conditioning coach, Victor Conte himself. You think it's Devin Haney to say, yo, dad, let's get Victor Conte. Hey, dad, let's get this attorney. No. How is Devin Haney so confused about the Golden Boy Promotions contract? He said, this dude is like a delusional Pacquiao fan on one of those fake slow motion videos. Bill tries to brainwash people, Billy the hustler, but he's losing. He said, this dude is like a delusional Pacquiao fan. Go ahead, speak on it, elaborate. I want people that disagree also to elaborate on your claims. Tanky still got his Pampers on, training wheels too. So when did you talk to Bill? Anyone know where it begins and ends this 2 hours? Read the title, my brother. Read the title. I had a debate with Bill Haney on the Boxing Voice, and I'm talking about the recap of that debate on this live. Read the title, my brother. I told him, he was like, oh, when is Bill showing up? The show was fire. Good looking out, man. Yeah, the show was fire. Shout out to Nuts. Punch doesn't miss a beat, bro. He eats, sleep, breathe. That's what I'm talking about. Solo boxing, solo dolo. They know. They know. You have a straw man, fallacious argument, secular argument, slippery, slow, hypothesize, contrary to the facts of fact arguments. Give me a direct delusion about what I've said about the Haney issue, the Tio and Tank issue. Just don't make blanket statements. Just tell the people what you're trying to say about Punch. Where am I saying that I'm wrong? Huh? Tell me that I'm delusional. Come on, tell me. Tell the people in the chat. Be direct when you come to Punch on Boxing don't block people. Not like these other channels. No. Educate me on my delusions. Yeah, he did. Two-tone Billy. Senior was in the chat earlier. He said that Bill is a liar. T.O. Senior was in the chat earlier on this live. He said that Bill is a liar. He said, I said your argument you put on TBV. So tell me, what was my argument? The argument I got in when Bill Haney says, get on, tell Punch to come up here. And he said they send Teofimo Lopez an offer. What did I tell him? The facts. See, the thing is, Bill knows that most of you guys don't understand the business of boxing. So you're now seeing a quote unquote YouTuber having a debate with a manager in the sport of boxing. But why are they debating me? Because they feel like I know some information about if Tio got an offer from Turkey Al Ashiki. And what I said, they never received a proposal, a term sheet, nor a contract, which is the proper channels to go and offer a fighter a contract. I'm telling you the business. You guys are getting food because you think he say, she say, and talk is an actual offer. It's not. And then throughout the live, my brother, I said, if there was an offer, what was the percentage? It was a flat fee percentage. Where is the fight? When is going to be the fight? He said 2025, but they're going to take a tune-up first. And then I said, what, 2025, December, November? He said somewhere in 2025. You guys are not, the haters ain't even listening because you're so focused on who's this fuck Punch Run Boxing think he is talking to Bill like this. Instead of actually listening to Punch Run Boxing and his dialogue with Bill. You guys are just looking at it. Oh, who's this guy? He's not credible. The people that was calling in, oh, Bill, why are you talking to these YouTubers? Thank you. He wouldn't answer. And you know when he wouldn't answer, he comes next to the rest, trying to rescue. No, 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 leave him alone. Ahí what I told Ness. Leave, déjalo quieto ese tigre, mi hermano, déjalo quieto, que es un hombre también. Que puede hablar. Now, would we want Turkey to offer Teofimo Lopez a contract to fight Devin Haney? And if he's willing, and if Turkey Alashiki is willing to pay Devin Haney that moolah, that money, and Teofimo Lopez that money, look at the resume of Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez called Devin Haney for a fight. So we already seen that Teofimo Lopez has went directly to Devin Haney behind the scenes, spoke to the people in the sphere in Las Vegas to showcase a fight with him and Devin. Come on, y'all. Where was the offer? Y'all don't remember years ago when Bill and Teofimo Lopez Sr. was on the channel and he told Punch Drunk Boxing, should I get the $4 million from the zone? And then 2 days later, I asked Eddie Hearn in his IG live, did Bill Haney get the $4 million? He said, What do you? I don't know. Well, I don't. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. We're not paying attention to this is the word that Eddie Hearn told me. We're not paying attention to Teofimo Lopez. Our eyes are set for the winner of Luke Campbell and Ryan Garcia, and hopefully it's Luke Campbell. So then I go to Bill Haney, man, you cap, you ain't even saying nothing about no $4 million to Eddie Hearn and stuff like that. You making me look like a fool asking him a question that he knows nothing, no knowledge about. What about the meeting with Bob? They were supposed to have a meeting several years ago for Teofimo Lopez, in which it was orchestrated by even Bill's team, by Haney's team. 5 months later, Bob Arum told you what I told you 5 months before, and I did a video when I was in Miami. They were supposed to have a meeting on a Monday, and the Haneys did not show up. These are public records. Bob Arum talked about it. Left Bob Arum in his office waiting on the meeting to talk about a potential fight. Oh, this is capped by Punch Run Boxing? No, these are the truth. Ain't nobody capping out here for nobody. Because at the end of the day, as a boxing content creator, especially when we're talking about these information, I'm not talking about just my opinion about certain else. I'm talking about these information that is these are real information. And I'm not going to try to lose credibility for saying something that is fake about Bob Arum and fake about Bill Haney. And in terms of that, I can have my opinion on the style of Devin Haney. If he's an entertaining or boring fighter, I might not like his style. Might not, you know what I'm saying? I don't like the way that he handled the suing Ryan Garcia. That's opinionated. But when we're talking about real, like behind the scenes, my word is my credibility. I ain't gonna be lying for nobody. I ain't gonna lose my credibility as my word for anything. My integrity, I ain't gonna lose it. I'm the one that made a video about the meeting with Devin with the Haneys and Top Rank. 5 months before it even came out. The thing is that people don't like it when you go against what people may believe some power entity in the sport of boxing. I ain't dumb. I know what I know. So when I say things about Victor Conte, I'll say it. No, I don't want him in the sport of boxing. I don't want my boy Demetrius Andre, my guy, my boy Demetrius Andre. I don't want him. I don't want him with Victor Conte. No, I don't, because I don't want the suspicions around Demetrius Andre. I don't want that. Oh, Demetrius Andre could fight one of these guys, knock him out, and then people talking about, oh, yo, he's with Victor, and trying to diminish his win. No, I don't want it. I don't need Bud Crawford with Victor Conte. Nah, nah. For what? If we trying to clean the sport of boxing. So I keep it consistent. This is just not the Victor Conte thing is just not about Devin Haney. It's about that he should not be in this sport of boxing. And I say this publicly. And everybody knows in this community knows that I'm cool with Demetrius Andre. I say this publicly, and I say to him, man, nah. I even say to Demetrius, yo, man, tell Victor Conte to shut up, man. You know how PBC don't like no Victor Conte. Nobody want to do VADA. They don't like no Victor Conte. You might not even get a fight because this guy, he's so loud, man. He's gonna probably not get the fight. No, I don't like that. No, I don't like him for the sport of boxing. I don't care if he's cool. He could be cool. I've met Victor Conte. He seemed like a smart, witty dude. He's cool. He's down to earth. You know what I'm saying? He knows he's relevant. He knows music. He's cool. But when it comes to the sport of boxing, you just man. You just can't. Just can't. And I know everybody. I know everybody. Even Devin Haney fans, you won't say it because now you're affiliated and Bill Haney comes to your channel and he shows you love. You won't say it to Bill Haney. But even the Devin Haney fans and real boxing fans know that Victor Conte is not good for anybody to line, for any fighter to align themselves with Victor Conte because the suspicion is always going to be there. You think, all right, put it around, because in this community, the same people that's vouching for Devin Haney is the same people that was vouching for Deontay Wilder. There's no mean of disrespect to these channels or anything like that. You like who you like, you're gonna vouch for who you're gonna vouch, who you're gonna vouch for. You know what I'm saying? You know Deontay Wilder personally, so of course there's gonna be a little bit some bias, or you're gonna give Deontay Wilder the benefit of the doubt. And shout out to Deontay Wilder. But let me tell you like this: if Victor Conte, with the cheating allegations that these channels was talking about Tyson Fury, and let's say Victor Conte was with Tyson Fury, you think that these same guys won't be talking about Victor Conte? Oh no, Tyson Fury really cheated because of Victor Conte. Okay, think about it. When we looked at Marquez and we see, damn, Marquez looked different. I mean, he looked extra pumped. And then he knocks out Manny Pacquiao cold. Who is Marquez working out with? Who is Marquez strength and conditioning coach leading up to the last Manny Pacquiao fight? Come on, help me out, folks. Who is the strength and conditioning coach for Marquez in the last fight with Manny Pacquiao? Anybody in the chat? Anybody in the chat? Because I want you to say it so I can repeat after y'all, so they won't say that it's just Punch Drunk Boxing that think like this. Who was the strength and conditioning coach to Marquez before he fought Manny Pacquiao the last fight? What is he known for pound king? Nah. Mm-hmm. Said drink piss juice. You think that we wasn't? You think that a bunch of people wasn't saying nah. Marquez was dirty. Where he came up with this newfound power versus Manny Pacquiao. Mm? Know what I'm saying? Come on, man. We know that, man. Come on, man. The suspicious is that Marquez was jacked the F up. Alright? And the suspicious was fair because who he aligned himself with. And he retired right there. It was hard just to follow up and question Marquez because he retired with the Michael Jordan, Utah way. He should not be named because Memo gets mad. So when people want to ask me, yo, but Punch, you wasn't talking like this about Victor and Demetrius Andre leading up to the David Benavidez fight. Yeah. Remember I said leading up is Victor Conte versus Memo because David Benavidez was with Memo. So I said it's a level playing field now. So I wasn't too much about to say, hey, it could be, hey, both of these guys could be dirty. I mean, it's a level playing field. Victor's with Andre, Memo is with Benavidez. Hmm? The difference between Memo and Victor Conte is that Memo, he's quiet. Se queda callado. He don't like the spotlight because he doesn't want to bring. See, we don't talk about Benavidez as, yo, Benavidez on steroids. Yo, Benavidez is this. Do you know, ladies and gentlemen, do you know, leading up to the Demetrius Andre and David Benavidez fight, that David Benavidez lasted 2 weeks without getting tested and was dodging tests? He got tested for the first time 5 weeks into the fight. Demetrius Andre was about to pull out from the fight because they was trying to locate David Benavidez to be tested for 2 weeks. And the first time he was tested was 5 weeks into the fight. So they were suspicious there. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, at the end of the day, sometimes we don't look too far into something because we want to see the fight that we're asking for. So people didn't care about the Demetrius Andre and David Benavidez testing situation because people are geared to see David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez. The same thing I said, what's good, Lofton? What's good, my brother? The same thing I said about Terrence Bud Crawford, the analogy, the example that I gave about Terrence Bud Crawford, about his glove versus Dave Avenesian. See, the reason why we didn't make a big deal out of Bud Crawford's glove is because we so geared to see Earl Spence and Bud Crawford. We don't care what's happening. Nah, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Fuck Dave Avenesian. I don't give a damn about the glove. Let's just pick it. Let's get this Bud and Earl Spence. That's the fight that we want to see, and we don't want nothing to get in the way. I don't want to see no Keith Thurman. I don't care about the gloves and stuff like that. But let me tell you like this: if Canelo Alvarez was fighting David Benavidez, and the same malfunction of the glove of Canelo Alvarez was like Bud Crawford, and he knocks out David Benavidez, man, Canelo Alvarez will be getting smoked because of those gloves. Because that's the subject that we care about. That's the fight that we care about. The reason why we never made a big deal out of Bud Crawford's glove that popped and continued fighting is because we didn't give a damn about Dave Avenesian. Can you imagine if Bud Crawford's glove would have popped like that and continue versus Earl Spence? Come on, y'all. Come on now. Can you imagine the same situation with Dave Avenesian would have happened in the fight with Earl Spence? What people would have been saying about Bud Crawford? Come on now. We're selective. We have selective outrage as well, right? We probably all could be guilty of that. We have selective outrage. Can you imagine if Bud's glove would have popped versus Earl Spence? Yes. Solo Dolo, yes. Memo and Victor Conte is banned from sports in America. Both of them, these guys, were damaged, especially track and field, have worked with many athletes in the world of sports. But guess what? They're in the sport of boxing. And let me tell you something about boxing. Just like any other sport, everybody's looking for an edge. Weight cutting is is PEDs in itself. Weight cutting, the way certain fighters weight cut, like a Devin Haney, and I said this before, I don't give a damn. And this is not to get on Devin Haney, there's other fighters like that. But rehydrating 25 pounds is an equivalent of PED use. Rehydrating 25 pounds for a 140 pounder is an equivalent to PED use. When we see elite amateurs come to the professional level, and these guys are elite amateurs that travel around the world, go to tournaments, the Pan American Game, Olympic trials, Olympics, World Games, the tournaments in the island and stuff like that. Remember, these fighters that we like right now, they have 200 plus, 115 national titles and stuff. They equipped. They're highly skilled. And sanction commissions have a rule that promoters should only put fighters that's within the same level. But they don't follow their own rules. We know that. How many times we've seen these fighters that comes to the professional level, highly equipped, be fighting guys that has 2 wins and 60 losses, 7 wins, 43 losses. Do you think they care about the health of the guy that's about to get beat up, that's used as a human punching bag? Do you think that boxing promoters care about that fighter, the health of a fighter? Good looking out, bro. Everybody trying to get an edge. And the Victor Conte in the world, he's trying to get an edge for the fighters that he work with. It is what it is, just like that. And there's other strength and conditioning coach. Their name is just like are not Memo and it's not Victor Conte. There's more in boxing. Victor is just the loud one that is in cahoots of VADA. That's why. He said, Pat Greedy said the Yankees are cooked. Yeah, man. Thank you, JD. And it's hard to rehydrate 25 pounds without IV. Come on, man. We know that. That's what I'm saying. Like, certain things is common sense. But again, in society today, and I always say that boxing translates to life itself, people are just more, I don't know why people are more comfortable with the lie. They don't want to see the truth because the truth is hers. The truth is, see, the truth for unrealistic people is uncomfortable. The truth is uncomfortable. But people rather be comfortable with the lie. A lot of people are dreamers, especially in the less fortunate areas, the hood and stuff like that. We dream a lot. That's why people like to idolize athletes and idolize celebrities and stuff like that because it's dream. We look at them as dreams. That motivates people. That's why they use these celebrities and these politicians use these celebrities. Look, Beyonce is gonna vote for Harris. Vote for you like Beyonce, so you gonna vote for Harris. These politicians look at us like we're dumb, and people fall for it too. Mark Anthony just came out with something. Oh my God, this guy joked about Puerto Rico. But Mark Anthony, he's a Puerto Rican. He said he's voting for Harris. Ay, pues va a ver la salsa para el voting booth. Ay, qué bonita bandera. Ay, I'm not gonna vote for Donald Trump, mi gente. Vamos para Harris. Porque Mark Anthony, me gusta la canción de Mark Anthony. I like Mark Anthony. And he said to vote for Harris, so I vote for Harris. I vote for Harris porque Mark Anthony said it. He's Puerto Rican, I vote for Harris. Rapstar Boxing said the sweet signs of how to cut corners or cheat. Hey, yo, Rapstar Boxing you available? You want to time in on this, Rapstar? My brother from across the pond. You want to time in on this? It's what, 7 o'clock in the morning out there in the UK? You eating your English muffins? All right, all right, all right. Okay. And also, remember, talking about PEDs, Eddie Hearn was going to let Chris Eubank fight Conor Ben. And Chris Eubank knew behind the scenes. Oh, there's another thing that we was talking about with Bill Haney and Ness. He said he was trying to differentiate because, of course, Ness was vouching for Bill, and Bill was trying to vouch for VADA. And we're saying, me and Tito saying, no, use USADA because it has nothing to do with Victor Conte. But Ness was trying to say, but who has caught more people, VADA and USADA? And I said, publicly, VADA. Publicly, And then I give the indication, but let's not forget the interview that Eddie Hearn gave. He said, I've dealt when they was trying to ask him about, remember when Andre Ward asked him about the Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia situation. He said, I know a lot about this. I've dealt with like 50 cases. But we never seen the reports of 50 cases. We probably seen the reports of 2, 3 a year. Eddie Hearn said he's dealt with 50 plus cases. So that means there's been a lot of cases behind the scenes. I'm going to give you an example, folks. You want me to give you an example? That not every positive test is made public. You want to give you an example? Gary Antoine Russell got popped and nobody knew about it. That's the reason he didn't fight for a long time. Gary Antoine Russell got popped. Yep, before the Puello fight, it was swept under the rug. Nobody knew about it, but Gary Antoine Russell popped dirty. Yeah, they know that. Who reported that? Did VADA report that? Did USADA report that? Yeah, they know that, huh? Remember that Gary Antoine Russell was supposed to be fighting before that Puello fight, remember? Yeah. And people's getting popped left and right. Even Puello got popped. Michel Rivera got popped. They're like, man, F this, man. We ain't gonna use no damn VADA. The hell are we getting popped for this and this and this? What the hell is going on? 140. Yeah. Ask the right questions. What injury you was, huh? Injury? Yeah. Nah. You pop. There's people in the sport of boxing that's getting popped that you don't know about. Because in all actuality, let me tell you like this, folks. The situation with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney is not supposed to go public. Because VADA, listen up, folks, VADA is a contract within the fighters. The fighters pay for VADA. The one that makes it public is the Devin Haney team that made it public. Nobody, all this situation could be handled behind the closed doors and nobody would know nothing. Brian could be suspended and fined and nobody would know about it. And they handle this. Hey, yo, here's your little hush money, whatever. Let's handle this and let's not F up, our stock, our mount, our market, our value. We don't need that. It's one party that comes out with the allegation. Let me tell you like this. When Conor Ben popped dirty, Chris Eubank knew about it. Chris Eubank's father knew about it, is the reason why he leaked out the information to the Daily Mail. If Chris Eubank Sr. doesn't say anything and doesn't leak the information, we would have seen Conor Ben versus Chris Eubank Jr. and everybody in boxing that was involved was ready to sweep that under the rug. And that's what I would wanted to further explain to Bill and Ness when they gave me that question about VADA. Man, there's a lot. There's test results that is not even mentioned. But then you have to, when you're talking about the behind the scenes in boxing, now is my word against yours. And Bill, in the business of boxing, of course, is more credible than Punch Drunk Boxing. So I'm not just debating. I'm debating a manager of the year, somebody that's successful in the business of boxing. That doesn't mean I don't know information. I'm holding my own because I know information. And the information that I know 98% of the people, what we're debating about may not know. Is Viagra PED? Yes. You know what you can't, hey yo, trucking company, you know what other things that you can't use? You know what other things that you can't use? You see that 5 hour energy drink that's on your deli, that's in front of the counter, that's like a shot. 5 hour energy drink is a shot. That's a banned substance. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you go to CVS and get you hydroxycut, all right, folks, peep this. You go to CVS and you use hydroxycut, and it makes you shit, right? It makes you shit and pee the waterway, right? You want a shortcut, right? You want a shortcut. Am I calling you a cheater for me to? You think that hydroxycut is what got me to beat you? That's a bad substance. You think if I use hydroxycut or what you call it? What you call that drink? Diablo, the laxative that they sell in the store, that it tastes like a Sprite. You take that laxative, or you take the like little hydroxycut that make you shit or that water. You think I'm gonna be like, nah, bro, nah, it was that hydroxycut that whooped my ass. And that's why I was telling Bill, no, I don't think that Ryan Garcia cheated. No, Osterin did not beat Devin Haney. Stop it, folks. Stop it. Why? Don't make yourself that weak. Because Osterin and the level of the Osterin that he had in his system that was reported, it was so tiny that if you saying that Osterin beat you, then that's too weak. I don't want Devin Haney to look weak. I want Devin Haney to go back to the drawing board, taking his ass whooping like a man. We understand that Ryan Garcia had a bad substance in his body. It's not supposed to be there, but that I believe doesn't do nothing to the performance and his skill set. I believe that Ryan Garcia beat him with his skills. Is not He didn't become Hercules over Osterin that he popped dirty on the 19th, and he popped clean throughout the year, so throughout the whole camp. So this wasn't a thing that he was cycling off because he got tested throughout camp. So no, he was not cheating, folks. Doesn't make sense. And nobody used P. Come on, man. No, people use PEDs to get maximum strength, and you just don't shoot up. Not even anabolic steroids. You don't just shoot up anabolic steroids on your butt cheek, and then you're gonna turn green and be Incredible Hulk. You gotta work out, right? When you use steroids, you gotta work out to get the maximum. These guys, the Haneys are talking about it. No, Usher, and he got popped dirty on the 19th, and and Ryan Garcia just turned green, basically. Is it banned substance? The 5 hour energy drink is a bad substance. If you take more of there's asthma pump. There's certain fighters that got asthma. They could take a certain dosage of the asthma. If it goes beyond that level, for them is a PED. There's a lot of things in the list that should not be in the list. One commission feels like weed is a bad substance, but if you fight in Vegas and you smoke weed, it's not a bad substance. So am I going to say that you cheating? Think about it. If you smoke weed in Vegas, it's not a banned substance. If you smoke weed, I believe in Texas, is a banned substance. So you get suspended in Texas, but you don't get suspended in Vegas. So is that a cheating? Nah, man. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's late. It's going 3 o'clock in the morning out here in New York City, but it was a great live. Shout out again to the Boxing Voice. Shout out to Ness. Shout out to T-Tone. Shout out to Bill Haney. It was a great dialogue, a debate, and stuff like that. It is what it is. I still think that Teofimo Lopez is gonna whoop Devin Haney's ass if they ever step, if they ever step aside the ring. But I believe that Devin Haney is a high skillful fighter that could get some credible wins, that could get back into the drawing board, you know what I'm saying, and do his thing. He got to where he's at because he's a hard worker. Bill Haney's a smart man. As a manager of the year 2023, he could regain that type of sharpness. I hopeful. I support the father and son collaboration. Is a beautiful thing to see Bill and Devin Haney, how they started out and where they at right now. Success story. I am proud of Teofimo Lopez Sr. and Teofimo. I'm proud of Virgil Ortiz Sr. and his son. I love to see. I'm proud of Floyd Schofield Sr. and Kid Austin. Is a beautiful thing. Angel Garcia, Danny Garcia is a beautiful thing to see father and son. You know what I'm saying? In this sport. So hopefully everybody get their things right in order. And for the good of the sport, we need these matchups. We need the TOs versus Haney. We need the TO versus Tank. We need the Tank versus Haney. Tank Shakur, Loma, Shakur. We need all of the Bam Rodriguez. If you want to dare to be great in a year and a half and move up and fight, Naoya Inoue is a fight I would like to see. You know what I'm saying? What Bud Crawford going to do next? If Canelo Alvarez is going to keep on fighting, if he's going to fight Beterbiev, is Beterbiev going to fight David Benavidez? We just need the matchups right now. But especially in America, we need the matchups right now because the networks are no longer giving money to boxing. These fighters right now could save American boxing right now. Tank needs to fight the likes of T.O. Ryan comes back from you know what I'm saying. If you want to give Devin Haney the rematch, we need American boxing. I'm telling you, folks, the contract for ESPN ends. Think about this. The contract ends on ESPN Top Rank this summer. They're not going to renew the contract. These guys, ESPN don't even need to talk about boxing no more. Amazon is not, how many Amazon shows there is? Amazon boxing shows. How many PBC? They put what, 5 shows this year? It's hard, folks. These fighters better fight the fight and get these numbers up. If we're gonna keep on, if in boxing y'all gonna be selfish and just say, oh, Tank could do 200K and let Tank. Nah, man, I'm gonna tell you like this. Everybody gotta spread the wealth. We need to see these fight. We need to get those numbers up so these American platforms can have boxing. Look at Showtime. The Showtime left. And guess what happened? What happened to the up and coming fighters that were showcased on Showbox? Thank you that ProBox TV is here. If we took out ProBox TV, it would have been worse. So anyway, man, love y'all. Have a great night. Have a great morning. God first, everything second. Fight plus survive equals true champions. The best investment you can have in your life is have God in your heart. Election time is coming. You already know, man. Vote for whoever y'all want to vote for. Whoever, affects you more and has the type of ideas, and you trust in their ideas that they're gonna to deliver. Vote on that. Everybody knows for me who's the best candidate. I think it's 45. Hopefully 45 be 47, but that's just my choice. You know what I'm saying? Um, but men, take care of your family, take care of your children, significant other. They're trying to eliminate the importance of fathers, and man, they're trying to eliminate the importance of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. So y'all already know, man. Let's step up. Let's let's collectively of hardcore boxing fans, let's preserve the sport of boxing, preserve the modern day wars and modern day gladiators. We could agree or disagree. Everybody that got a platform have a good following. You know what I'm saying? In some ways, in most issues, we gotta have all hands on deck. So the promoters and the investors and the power men's in suit listen to what we call for. Let's stop killing fights and let's make fights. Let's stop. Let's stop trying to diminish a fighter because he took one L, and now he don't got no value. Nah, man. The UK fighters do. The UK fans don't do that to Derek Chisora. UK fans, the coach of the UFC, don't do that to their fighters. Let's not do it to our American boxers as well. Love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.